Yeah, buddy! Oké, we zijn live. Goedenavond allemaal. Tof dat jullie even meekijken met deze kleine, ja, we gaan wel zien hoe klein die wordt, livestream. Oh, ik heb me nou kapot ergeren aan het feit dat ik mijn spiegeling van het laptopscherm terugzie in mijn bril. Tof dat jullie meekijken. Ik zie dat we sowieso al een paar kijkers hebben. Ik zie dat Thijs en Corné, die kijken al mee. En Waldo, die zit klaar. Waldo heeft een dobbelbak. Ach joh, ik doe het ervoor. Uiteindelijk zullen er misschien nog wel andere dingen gedronken worden. Ik ben gewoon om 9 uur live. En Tess die gaat in de Delirium Blond. Ook helemaal tof. Helemaal geen probleem. Bert die kijkt mee. Goedenavond Bert. En goedenavond Passievrucht 007. Tof dat jullie allemaal meekijken. Het is even wachten op Douglas. Die is wat later. Hij hoopte uiterlijk... ik kan even kijken, Waldo. Misschien dat dat een beetje werkt, maar dan kan ik mezelf namelijk niet meer goed terugzien. Het is wat het is. Het is wat het is. Het is wat het is, Waldo. We redden ons wel. Gewoon niet te veel naar kijken. En there you go. En Steven kijkt mee. Goedenavond, Steven. Tof dat iedereen meekijkt. René kijkt mee. Je hebt gelijk, Waldo. Het is Barrel Age Day hier. We zijn de Maya van Hair of the Dog. En Joël kijkt mee. Jongen, we hebben full house hier vanavond. Echt geweldig. Tof allemaal, tof dat iedereen meekijkt. Het is even wachten op Douglas, die loopt een beetje uit. Het idee was dat we een triple avondje zouden doen. Maar weet je, het kan worden wat het wordt. En als iemand zin heeft in wat anders, triple edition was meer... Ja, weet je waarom? Triples blijven leuke bieren, toch? Tripellers, trippeltje. Niks mis mee af en toe. En... ik had gewoon zin om even met de jongens een paar trippels te drinken. Ik denk niet dat er veel mensen aan gaan schuiven vanavond. Iedereen is behoorlijk druk. En dat maakt niks uit, want dat kan gebeuren. Dus ik vermaak jullie even tot nu toe. En ik ben wel daadwerkelijk aan het trippel. Ik zit aan een bier dat ik gekregen heb van Kees. Een tijdje geleden van de Gulzige Gans. Dat was het toch? Gulzige Gans? Ja, de Gulzige Gans. Check it out. De Waggel. Een verraderlijke triple van 9%. Met alle usual suspects erin. Water, en mudige. Gerstemout. Wacht even. Rare zinconstructie. Krijg je water, pils en mudige gerstemout. Tarwemout, diverse hopsoorten. Suikers, koriander. Koriander is wel heel grappig gespeeld. En bovengist. Oftewel, het is een bier van hoge gisting. 9% in alcohol. En even kijken. Het is gewoon een fijne triple. Dit is echt zo'n leuke... Ik heb hem net even opengemaakt om even een leuke foto voor taart en dat soort dingen te doen. Kan ik ook straks inchecken. Maar het is gewoon echt zo'n Ik vind het na de triple om te gebruiken. Echt zo'n basic triple. Maar dat is niet een negatief commentaar. Het is gewoon... Het is, hoe moet je dat nou zeggen? Kijk, in principe is een triple een heel makkelijk bier om te brouwen. Het is niet een heel uitdagend bier qua recept of iets dergelijks. En dat is ook een van de redenen waarom je altijd... Ik had het de laatste in de groep over met de boys. De boys? Wauw, ik had het met de groep van de jongens van de DBC, een groepsappje. Dat je het altijd ziet, weet je. Er komt een nieuwe brouwerij en soms brouwen ze thuis, soms brouwen ze op een kleine locatie. 9 van de 10 keer brouwen ze gewoon bij een leenbrouwerij. En dan is het altijd, en er is ook helemaal niks mis mee trouwens hoor. En dan is het altijd bier met een echt verhaal. Wij zijn het nieuwe bier met een echt verhaal. Ja, je bent gewoon de zoveelste blond of triple. En dat komt omdat het makkelijke bieren zijn. Maar dat betekent niet dat het verkeerde bieren zijn. Dus ze kunnen nog steeds heel lekker zijn. Dit bier hier heeft dat echt het classic... Licht hoppig, maar ook voornamelijk wat van het gistbittertje. Weet je, die bittertjes die je uit de gist krijgt. Is echt yeast forward ook. Raar is, ik heb hem de hele tijd rechtop gehad. In de koelkast. Maar als je hem zo ziet, is die hazy is F. Alsof die... plat heeft gelegen. De gist door het hele bier heen is gegaan. En... Dat is hier niet het geval. Hij is behoorlijk troebel. Een triple kan wat troebeler zijn, maar meestal tijdens het eerste uitschenken zijn ze toch wat helderder. Hij heeft inderdaad gewoon dat typerende super suikerzoete. Echt een super granige, moutige, echt mooi granig trouwens. Een leuke feit. De brouwer, de eigenaar en de brouwer van Gulzige Gans is een van de brouwers van Malus. En je krijgt datzelfde granige, moutige profiel krijg je mooi terug. Hij heeft een beetje citrus dingetje going on. Hij heeft een beetje dat soort van sinaasappel. Beetje dat sinaasappelschil. Ja, eigenlijk gewoon alles wat je van een triple verwacht. Zeker met zijn 19%. Hij ruikt gewoon hartstikke fijn. En ik ga er gewoon lekker van genieten. En terwijl ik wacht op Douglas. En kijken wat we kunnen doen. Maar even snel iets doen. Even kijken hoor. We gaan even de comment langs. Joel die gaat zo meteen aan de Makers Monk. Die is, als ik me niet vergis, van Rock City op het bokbier van Grols. Ik zou zeggen, ga lekker voor de Rock City. Hier kom ik zo even op terug. Waldo, die zegt nog even fijn. De Gaag die heb ik staan en die komt binnenkort in een review. Die wil ik wel echt reviewen. En even kijken. Ja. Alles gaat hier helemaal verkeerd. Zo, nu gaat hij goed. Daar is hij. Het ging even raar met mijn laptop, maar hij is er weer. De guy die heb ik staan. Die wil ik wel gaan reviewen. Die wil ik echt een review op het kanaal krijgen. Tripel van Graansilo, die heb ik gehad. Dat was een leuke. Hun bok heb ik niet gehad. Gronings Craft Beer. Goedenavond Lars. Martijn die zegt van Bazinga. Craig, brother, how you doing? If you got any triple ale, if you have a triple ale, a Belgian style triple, I can send you the link. And if not, I can still send you the link if you feel like hanging out for a little bit. That could be fun. Dat klopt, dat ben ik met je eens. Heel veel trippels die zijn, zeker van die nieuwe trippels, mensen die net voor het eerst een triple maken, veel te veel nagisting erin. Niet echt fantastisch natuurlijk als dat gebeurt, maar ja, het kan wel eens zo zijn. Ik hou er ook niet echt van. Gist is echt een groot onderdeel natuurlijk van een triple. Hoort er helemaal bij. Heb je het er niet in? Dat gistprofiel, dat typerende Belgische gistesters, dat soort dingen. Dan klopt het natuurlijk niet, maar het moet ook niet overdreven zijn. Dat ben ik helemaal met je eens. En Passifrus zit aan de Chocolate Quad. De Chocolate Quad van hoe heet ze nou? Kasteel? Die barista? Want daar ben ik wel even benieuwd naar. Misschien dat er nog iemand anders bij komt. Zo ik ben even aan het uittypen. Zo. Eens even kijken hoor. Ik zou een zwarte snodder mee kunnen drinken, maar voor de rest is alles op. Dan pak je toch een lekkere zwarte snodder, jongen. Doe lekker mee. Misschien dat ik straks ook nog alleen pak. Dan heb ik nog een andere triple voor straks klaarstaan van Max. Passievrucht 007 zegt van Kasteel. Of Barista. Ja, Barista. Zo heet hij volgens mij. De Barista Chocolate Quad. Maar hij is inderdaad van Kasteel. En Walter drinkt zometeen Zwarte Snodder Sky High. Sky. The Isle of Sky heeft 2 distilleerderijen als het goed is. Distilleries of Sky. Wat is er 3? Isle of Sky Distilleries. Je hebt in ieder geval Torbay, dat is denk ik een nieuwe. Ja, die is heel nieuw. Net 4 jaar oud, dus ze kunnen net single malts op de markt brengen ook. En Talisker natuurlijk. Talisker. Dat is natuurlijk de best known. Oké. Alles komt weer tegelijk. Maar dat zijn die op Sky Isle. Dus op Isle of Sky. Dus het zou best wel eens Talisker Barrel Age kunnen zijn. Volgens mij heb ik die niet staan. bloemetjes en de bijtjes. Berghoef in de avond zit. Iedereen gaat allemaal aan de berg. Martijn die zegt, ik heb de artbag vat geruimd. Ik drink er maar even mee. Hell yes. Gaat dat iedereen lekker meedoet. En ik zit nog even een New England app van lateravond een bier waar Douglas jaloers op gaat zijn. Ja, Douglas die zou er met een 20 minuten ongeveer kunnen zijn. Dus ik hoop dat hij meegoed. En die, hoe heet die ook alweer, Corné? Want volgens mij heb ik die gehad. Martijn, ga hem drinken, jongen. Die is gewoon hartstikke super lekker. Moet je echt gaan doen. Ik ben heel benieuwd wat je ervan vindt. Welke het is, ik ben vorige week bij Berghoeven. Nou, echt, laat het eventueel privé weten, maar ik weet 99% zeker welke het moet zijn. En oh man, er komen ineens heel veel berichtjes met, want might join that one. Craig just texted me a message. En there we go. Oké, ik ben weer bij. Er komen even wat berichten binnen over livestreamen en meedoen. Dus ik moest even naar een paar dingen kijken. Sorry mensen, dat is het nadeel als je achter de laptop zit. Oké, ik ben benieuwd wat intussen iedereen al verder aan het drinken is. Waldo, maar ik denk, het kan bijna alleen maar Talisker zijn volgens mij. Dus ik ben benieuwd wat het is. Laten we eens even hierop teruggaan. Daar staat hij. Thomas hoorde dat je een nieuwe uitdaging aangaat. Nou, waar gaat dit over? Via de social media's. Ik ga nog geen namen noemen hier, maar ik weet niet hoe ze daar zelf tegenover staan, wat ze daar eventueel van vinden. Dus dat is natuurlijk wel een dingetje. Maar ik heb een nieuwe baan. En heel veel mensen die hier waarschijnlijk nu meekijken, zullen waarschijnlijk denken van, ja oké, dat is dus heel gaaf, maar waarom is dat zo bijzonder gaaf? Ik ga werken in een slijterij. Niet komende week, maar de week daarna. En het is een hele gave slijterij met echt een van de mooiste assortimenten die ik ooit heb gezien qua single malt whiskies. De bedoeling is dat ik heel veel ga doen met het bierassortiment uiteindelijk. Ja. Maar ik ga werken in een slijterij, mensen. Ik kan het nog steeds niet helemaal bevatten. Maar het is dus, ja, het is echt het is echt een familiezaak. Het is een onafhankelijke slijterij. Het is dus geen grote ketending of wat dan ook. Het is, ja, het is gaaf. Ik ga werken in een slijterij. En ik weet niet, ik kan het nog steeds niet helemaal bevatten. En ja, echt. Ja, nee, ik kan het nog niet helemaal bevatten. Geen van tweeën, Bert, geen van tweeën. Ik stuur je nog wel even een berichtje later, oké? Komt goed. Dat we een cola... Er is al een... Oh nee, nog niet tussen Baks en Volkimber. Oh, gaaf, dat is wel tof. Even kijken hoor. Je hebt Lavinia... Dat is nog een andere variant van. Wat? Hè? Oh ja, die weet ik nog wel. Ja, dat was heel gaaf. Dit is echt, ik word afgeladen. Het gaat nog steeds in Messenger even over livestream dingen. Of mensen wel of niet mee willen doen. Ja, maar ik ga dus inderdaad, ja, dat wordt mijn nieuwe ding. En volgende week werk ik nog een week op bij mijn oude werkgever. En dan ga ik over. Dus ja, geen livestream voor mij. Dus helemaal cool met elkaar gebeuren. Cool. En kijk leuk mee. En volgende keer. Oh, dat is wel even een ding. Ik ga vanaf nu op zaterdagen werken. Dus dat betekent dat ik waarschijnlijk de livestreams naar zaterdagavond zal gaan verplaatsen. Omdat het onverstandig is natuurlijk om elke vrijdagavond een paar bieren te drinken en een beetje te gezellig worden op YouTube. Het moet wel leuk blijven. En we gaan geen... dus dat kan zijn dat daar wat aan gaat veranderen. Ik weet nog niet of ik aan de adventkalender ga, Thijs. Ik ben er nog over aan het nadenken. Jij wel. En als mensen adventkalenders gaan doen, laat het even weten. Ja, dat is een vraag die je veel langs ziet komen. Welke adventkalender moet ik kopen? Nou, ten eerste moet je niks. Welke wil je kopen? Ja, het ligt aan je budget. Het ligt aan wat je wilt. Het ligt aan welke webshop, welke brouwerij wil je steunen. Of een goed doel. 1,5 week geleden sprak ik met Ferry van Beer Geeks over de Beer Geeks adventkalender. En daar gaat een groot gedeelte natuurlijk naar ALS van de opbrengsten. Dus dat is ook wel echt een heel gaaf ding. Dus als je voor een goed doel wil steunen, ga je voor die van Beer Geeks. Zo kun je van alles nog wat doen. Kind in de snoepwinkel. Ja, joh, dat wordt levensgevaarlijk. Maar ik vind het wel spannend. Ik ben bijna 40. Ik word straks in maart 40. En bij mijn huidige werkgever heb ik er 19 jaar op zitten. Mijn halve leven heb ik daar gewerkt. Mijn halve leven heb ik dat doorgebracht. En dat is toch best wel even dat je denkt, what the fuck? Ga je ineens dit doen? En dat is best wel even, ja, super. Het is alleen heel bizar. Het is gewoon zo raar om ineens na al die jaren, je gaat je halve leven omgooien. Je gaat naar een nieuwe werkgever en het is allemaal spannend en nieuw. Maar ik heb er zin in en het wordt gaaf. Het wordt gewoon gaaf. En ik kan eindelijk ik heb altijd vroeger gezegd, heel veel gezegd, maak van je hobby nooit je werk, want dan heb je geen hobby meer. En nu ik deze kans krijg, heb ik ineens zoiets van, nee, ik word alleen maar enthousiast over het feit dat waar ik plezier van krijg in mijn hobby, dat ik daar ook mijn werk mee kan gaan doen. En dat vind ik gaaf. Livestreamen in de slijterij met Thomas, niet op mijn kanaal. Dat weet ik wel. Maar nee, dat ga ik niet doen. Tenminste niet dat ik denk, dat weet ik eigenlijk. Ik kan het voorleggen. Trots op je broer. Dankjewel, gast. Dankjewel, Martijn. Echt, ik vind echt, ik ben helemaal... ik ben helemaal hyped en ja. Natuurlijk is het ook spannend en een beetje zenuwen, maar dat hoort erbij. Dat hoort er allemaal bij. Eens even kijken. Lars die zou nog een review opnemen vanavond. Net thuis van trainen, dus weinig zin meer. Lars, ik heb de afgelopen week heel weinig kunnen kijken naar YouTube. Dus de bedoeling is dat ik komende weekend, heb ik lekker een weekend, helemaal 3 keer niks. Ik hoef heel weinig te doen. Ik wil ook heel weinig doen. Dus ik wil lekker veel reviews in gaan halen. Lekker laptop op schoot, op de bank. Gewoon, wat dan ook. Lekker chill. Reviews inhalen. Dus ook even die van jou. En bijvoorbeeld die van Menno en dat soort dingen. Gewoon even alles bijkijken. Menno gesproken. Dankjewel, Menno. Cheers, buddy. Wat is trouwens iedereen op het moment aan het drinken? Gooi het even in de chat. Ik ben benieuwd wat iedereen allemaal aan het genieten is. Lavonia is ook op Tony. Oh, hook a brother up. Dat klinkt goed. Tony Port. Sowieso Tony Port. Dan ook nog eens mooie barrel-aged bieren. Ja, nu kom ik zeker een keer langs doen. Single malt whisky en een bierensortiment waar jij mee aan de slag gaat, kan alleen maar goed worden. En die portemonnee die redt het niet, jongen. Die portemonnee die gaat eraan. En dat moet ook, want je moet dan moet je ondersteunen. That one indeed. Ik ga het vetkalender halen, denk ik. We hebben nog een groepje besloten bier voor. Oh, dat is gaaf. Dat is een leuk idee. Dat is heel erg leuk. Maar in ieder geval super van je hobby je werk maken. Ja, zeker. Ja, toch. Ja. Ik ben nog steeds helemaal... En het is heel snel gegaan. Het is echt in zo'n rap tempo gegaan. Het is niet bij te houden. Binnen 2 weken. Binnen 2 weken. Vanaf het moment dat ik een sollicitatie ingediend had, tot het moment dat alles eigenlijk done deal was. Dus dat was echt... Alles is nog steeds een beetje aan het verwerken. Alcoholvrij, waarom ook niet? Dat kunnen we doen, hè, Martijn? Gaan we alcoholvrije streams houden? Alcoholvrij... Guess who's back? Back again.
Hoi!
Of whatever. Hi, even kijken, ik wil even je naam wil. Trippel trap.
Sorry.
Hey maatje, hoe is het met jou dan?
Ja, wat zou ik zeggen? Van alles wat. Laten we het daarop houden.
Nee, oké, ik wil zeggen, als je niks wil zeggen, ik bedoel, als er iets aan de hand is, en dat is altijd cool.
Oh nee.
Maar,
nee, het was een bovenal druk, maar gezellig weekje. Dus ja.
Oh my god, ik weet ook waarom je laat bent, maar je mag het niet zeggen, maar ik ga het lekker toch zeggen.
Waarom dan?
Tamara is zwanger.
Nee.
Oh.
Nee. Nee.
Weet je wat nou heel lullig zou zijn? Als er 2 maanden deze bericht komt vanuit Douglas, dan waren ze toch zwanger. En dan denk ik, oh god, fuck it up.
Nee, dan had ik het wel zo blij, als een blij konijn, zeg maar, had ik het zelf al gezegd. Maar nee. Nee, laat thuis, laat eten, laat de hond uitlaten. Even nog snel langs moeders toe. Dus het werd even later dan gepland. Maar we zijn er.
Helemaal top, jongen. Wat heb je ingeschonken?
Nog niks. Ik heb wel een glas. Geen proper glas weer. Maar wel een mooi glas. Van Omer.
Het is niet proper, het is proper.
Ja, maar voor onze Belgische kijkers. Het is proper glasware.
Het is proper, het is niet proper.
Omdat het een mooi glas is voor blond bieren en trippels, dacht ik van, trippels hebben nog wel eens de neiging om te schuimen. Ik heb eentje die jij ook hebt of had.
Oh, ja, die heb ik al een tijdje geleden. Ik ben benieuwd wat je ervan vindt. Heb je hem al eens eerder gehad?
Nee, want ik had er maar 1 voor mezelf ook, dus nee, niet eerder gehad. Okay. Ja, dat zegt natuurlijk niet. En ik heb de Infused Tripel van Berging Brouwerij.
Oh, gaaf.
Dus daar ben ik straks wel benieuwd naar. Maar we gaan eerst zo meteen voor de Bertichons. Maar vertel, waar had je het over? Wat heb ik gemist?
Ja, je wist er al vanaf. We hebben het net even lopen kletsen over mijn nieuwe activiteiten die binnenkort gaan beginnen.
Ja.
Dus, ja.
Dat was inderdaad ook wat. Dat
een van
mijn maten iets nieuws in het vooruitschiet heeft. Ja,
maar iedereen. Ik bedoel, als we dan kijken, Remy is net verhuisd.
Ja.
Alleen, jij moet nu met een ludieke actie komen, want Remy is net verhuisd. Gerben die heeft de boel te koop staan en heeft een huis gekocht. Verkopen, dat is zo gedaan. Ik begin met een nieuwe baan, dus wat ga jij doen? Oh ja, Tamara waarschijnlijk, dat is ook zo.
Nee, ik ga blij zijn voor jullie. Dat vind ik heel belangrijk. En daar word ik ook blij van. Als het met mijn vrienden goed gaat, gaat het met mij ook goed.
Nou, tof. Dat is alleen maar gaaf. Dankjewel. Ik ga even snel door de comments heen en dan kunnen we even verder gaan kletsen over bier en dergelijke.
Ja,
ik heb zelf die van Beer in a Box. Dat is diegene die Remy dan ook heeft, of niet? Beer in a Box. We hadden het adventkalenders.
Adventkalender.
Of was dat weer een andere?
Dat begint wel weer, hè? Beer in a Box. Adventskalenders. Dat gaat allemaal weer komen, hè?
Ik weet niet meer welke Remy had. Was dat die? Bert, staat er ook een afbeelding van echt een... Ik weet het niet meer.
Vandaar ook mijn omschrijving, Thomas. Omdat ik net nog even buiten met de hond gelopen heb. Het waaide, het regende. En toen moest ik weer denken aan die mooie man met die mooie witte baard en die hoge mijter. Die over een tijdje weer komt. En toen dacht ik, we gaan trippels drinken. Trippel, trappel, trippel, trap. Als een eerbetoon aan Sint-Nicolaas.
Wat wou ik dat jij nou gewoon een trippel had dan van La Trappe. Trippel La Trappe.
Ja, oh ja, dat was nog mooier geweest.
Oh,
Ja.
wat was dat is echt... Hey.
Ja, je denkt mee, heel goed.
En Thijs die gaat voor de Beer Geeks adventkalender. Cool. Dat is eentje waar ik nog wel over twijfel.
Ik ook,
My Beer Geeks is why is my bumchum speaking foreign? Because he's not speaking foreign, he's speaking his own language, but you can't understand that because you're foreign.
Ja.
You're foreign.
Hi James.
Wat vind je van Simon met Tom Poes bier en Tom Poes en Blender? Ten eerste, voor de mensen die hebben opgelet, dat heeft Simon in mei al gedaan.
Ja, dat is oud nieuws.
Dit is al een oude video, alleen iemand die bracht het even weer onder de aandacht. En ja, jongens, ik vind het een beetje... Kijk, Simon die doet gewoon vaker dingetjes, die vindt hij leuk om te doen. En waarom niet? Als hij dat leuk vindt, moet hij dat doen. En kijk, ik doe dingen in reviews die mensen ook dom vinden. En dat kan. En sommige mensen vinden het geweldig, andere mensen niet. En datzelfde geldt voor Simon. Andere mensen vinden het geweldig, andere mensen niet. Ja. Ik vind het een beetje jammer dat mensen dat er onder de aandacht moeten brengen op Beer Geeks met een manier van... We willen iemand voor zeik zetten of zo. En als dat je doel is, denk dan even goed na over je motivaties. Denk even goed na over waar je mee bezig bent. En denk even goed na waarom je het nodig vindt om iemand voor zeik te zetten. Om er zelf bonuspunten mee te scoren op social media. Als dat je achterliggende gedachte is, dan zit je ergens in een raar zwart gat van de maatschappij. En moet je even nadenken over je prioriteiten.
Ja. Anderzijds, actie kan een reactie op komen natuurlijk. Dat is weer de andere kant van het verhaal. Maar ieder doet zijn eigen ding. Ja, Simon heeft lekker zijn manier van doen. En blijft dat vooral ook doen, Simon. Niet mijn manier, absoluut, niet jouw manier, denk ik. Maar laat Simon lekker doen zoals hij het doet. Ik vind het mooi.
Zeg. En dat is het enige wat ik erover zeg, voor ik misschien nare dingen zeg over mensen. En niet over Simon, hè? Niks naars over Simon. Bier en spijs met tijdstijdje, dat twijfel ik dus erg over. Ik heb een hekel aan adjuncts. En als ik kijk wat de laatste Beer Geeks bieren geworden zijn. Ja, kijk, Corné. Dat was wat anders. Dat was natuurlijk die ALS-actie. En met ALS-acties wil je dus dingen gewoon... Daar wil je een focus op gooien. Dan wil je gewoon een spotlight op gooien. Dan doe je dat met leuke adjunct bieren. En dat is het. Er zijn ook mensen die dat geweldig vinden. En ik denk... Welke adventkalender je ook gaat kopen, uiteindelijk zul je altijd ergens tegenaan lopen in zo'n box wat je wel of niet lekker vindt.
Ja. En ik denk dat er best wel wat adjunct bieren ook in zullen zitten. Maar ik denk dat ze ook rekening houden met de mensen die daar niet van houden. Dus ik denk dat er wel van alles wat in gaat zitten. Dat is mijn vermoeden in ieder geval.
Yep. Yeah, buddy. Ik vind de zwarte snor hashtag 50 voor een Imperial Stout echt super toegankelijk. Ik moet echt eens kijken, want het is niet normaal hoeveel van die zwarte snorren ik momenteel in huis heb staan. Dankjewel, Kees. Trouwens, echt, als je kijkt, Kees, dankjewel. Als je niet kijkt en je kijkt het later terug, ik ga eens even kijken welke heb ik hem staan. Inventory, current stock of beers I haven't opened yet. Snorren.
Vergeef me trouwens mijn desinteresse tonen. Wat heb jij in je glas?
Ik kom zo terug. Ik ben even aan het tellen, hoor.
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13! Zowel de non-barrel-aged en een non-barrel-aged adjunct versie heb ik in totaal 13 verschillende versies van zwarte snor in.
Ja, dat is wat je in huis hebt. Maar tel nou eens degene hoeveel je gehad hebt. Dat zijn er meer dan 13, denk ik.
Als ik moet kijken naar... Oh, dat ga ik nog wel een keer kijken. Ga ik straks ook kijken. Ik ben trouwens nu aan de Gulzige Gans.
Oh, gaaf.
De Waggel.
Ja.
Ook van Kees. Ja. Leuke trippel. En iedereen is trouwens blij dat jij er bent.
Hallo, collega. En de rest die allemaal aan het kijken zijn, dat kan ik allemaal niet zien. Maar fijne avond, goede avond allemaal.
Weet de slijterij van je YouTube-kanaal? Ja. En je acties? Weet ik eigenlijk niet. Ik heb trouwens niet echt acties. Hè? Ik doe alleen af en toe dat. Dus dat is wat anders. Ik doe geen echte acties. Maar ik snap wat je bedoelt. René die wil weten, eindelijk je waslijn leeg.
Ja. Ja, klopt. Hij is inderdaad net een dagje, iets meer dan een dagje leeg, ja. Maar, zoals het in ieder huishouden voorkomt, staat er alweer een nieuwe was gereed. Dus er zal vanavond of morgen weer wat opgehangen worden.
Oh, Douglas heeft een bril nodig. Is het jullie opgevallen de laatste tijd als Douglas naar de comments op zijn kleine telefoonscherm wil kijken?
Ja, ik heb ook echt een bril nodig. Ja, nee, true. Ja, guilty as fuck. Ja, klopt, ik heb een bril nodig. Maar ik ben Douglas het eentje. Ah, wat lief. Vindt Martijn mij zo lief? Of heeft hij een hekel aan eentjes? Dat kan ook natuurlijk.
Ik denk dat dat het is. Avonds Douglas van Thijs. Bert noemt je nog even de Unpacker.
Kijk.
Bert, je hebt helemaal gelijk. Het is gewoon Douglas the Unpacker. Hesselmans. Avond Douglas van Steven. Now there's two of them. He speaks foreign. Now there's two of them who speaks foreign.
Speak foreign.
Jules zegt nog even erg leuk. Mocht je komen werken, kom ik zeker langs. Wat doe je dan tegenwoordig? Ik loop een beetje achter met... Ik loop echt 10 minuten achter met de comments, mensen. Sorry hoor. Mocht je komen werken. Zelf doe ik eigenlijk ook iets wat ik leuk vind. Ik ben benieuwd wat je doet, man.
Ja, maar
ja?
Hij zegt wel dat hij langskomt, maar daar heb je niks aan. Hij moet natuurlijk ook binnenkomen en kopen. Alleen langslopen, daar hebben we niks aan.
Dat is waar. Anders praten we niet.
Nee.
En Martijn die wil graag weten, heet je hond Douglas? Douglas. Oh, Douglas.
Mijn hond?
Ja, die heet Dodger. Douglas. Nee, maar die had
Douglas. Ja, misschien voor ooit in de toekomst heen. Ja, je weet maar nooit.
Hey, je gaat er morgen een in huis halen, een tweede.
Nou, dat is mijn nieuwtje dan. Nee. Nee, mijn hond heet Dodger. Dus ja, gemiste kans.
Dodger. Nou ja, ik vind Dodger is trouwens wel een schatje. Ik heb wel eens video's en foto's gezien. Het is echt een cutie.
Zeker.
Die laatste trip was goed, Douglas van Berging. Oh, heet je nu Douglas van Berging?
Ja, blijkbaar. Ik heb wel een grote berging, maar... Ik vind deze trouwens, als ik even mag... ik vind hem zoet.
Ja, dat weet ik. Ik vond hem ook heel
misschien iets te zoet voor mij. Maar... Toch ben ik er niet ontevreden over. Maar het is niet de beste triple ooit.
Nee, was het ook niet. Ik vond voornamelijk dat hij voor een triple heel erg helder bleef.
Nou ja, tot nu toe wel. Als je nu kijkt, ik heb nog niet alles ingeschonken. Dus ik ga straks de rest bijschenken. Maar ik vind hem inderdaad helder. Genoeg koolzuur zoals je mag verwachten van een triple. Maar inderdaad, moutig, karamellig en behoorlijk zoet. Had voor mij iets minder gemogen. Maar hey, je hoort me niet klagen.
Jawel. Ik hoor je altijd klagen, dat is het probleem. Klaag dit, klaag dat.
Aard van het beestje. Nee hoor.
Thijs, Gerben. Er is geen Gerben.
Nee.
Ik snap hem even niet. Gerben. Oké. Remy.
Thomas.
Tonke. De Bloody Slush. Zwarte Roze. Ik heb toevallig laatst Bloody Slush. Die ken ik niet. Maar Zwarte Roze heb ik onlangs een paar weken geleden een review van gefilmd. Die komt binnenkort online in het Engels. Dat is een Duitse craftbier. Dat is Duits craftbier.
Oh, ja, je kunt natuurlijk nog geen... je mag er niet nog te veel spoilen.
Oh ja.
Maar is het vrouw Gruber materiaal?
Kijk, met vrouw Gruber zit ik op het moment dat ik vrouw Gruber nog steeds heel goed vind. Alleen vrouw Gruber vind ik minder innovatief. En die doen eigenlijk gewoon hunzelfde ding continu. Dus ze zijn nog steeds lekker.
Nou, volgens mij zag ik voor jou van de week een nieuwe crush. Een barrel-aged stout van vrouw Gruber kwam voorbij. En daar reageerde jij heel verliefd op.
Ja, maar kom op. Ten eerste, ik kan wel weer... Ik heb een nieuwe liefde in mijn leven nodig. En als dat dan een vrouw Gruber is die en een stout is en barrel-aged, dan word ik wel nieuwsgierig. Dan heb ik wel zoiets van Tinder, swipe.
Dus je hebt aan mij niet genoeg, blijkbaar.
No.
Oké, nee, dat is eerlijk. Nou, dan weet ik waar ik aan toe ben.
Nice. Ja, dat is diegene waar Remy ook een Bert, welke bedoel je? Wat mis ik even? Oh, het gaat over die Bloody Slush. Want, Lars, wat is de Bloody Slush? Kijk of Lars alweer gecomment heeft.
Oké. Maar heb je al meerdere van Zwarte Rozen op of nog niet?
Nee, één. Eentje.
Oké. Maar als ik jou zo tussen de regels door mag lezen, dan is het wel iets waar je nog meer van wilt proberen.
Jawel, zeker wel. Ja, absoluut.
Oké, mooi.
Ik vond het echt heel fijn. Mooie double IPA. Of was het nou een gewone IPA? Ik weet ook niet meer altijd wat ik review, sorry. Dat is diegene waar Remy ook een review... Ja, ik ben nog steeds benieuwd wat Bert hiermee bedoelde. Dus daar komen we
Komen we zo vast
nog
wel
op
uit.
terug. Hadden we het verder over als ik vind dat zoiets mooi is als een medicatie. Ja, nee, maar dat is het mooiste aan de ALS. De Beer Geeks adventkalender. Het steunt ALS. Dat is natuurlijk gewoon geweldig.
Ja.
Simon heeft betere hoeden dan jullie. Dan heeft Simon in ieder geval iets beter dan ons.
Bij mij is het gewoon de kale kop hoor, is geen hoed.
Ja, ik ben gewoon... Ik zei het laatste keer. Ik weet niet waar ik het zei. I didn't choose the beanie lifestyle. The beanie lifestyle chose me.
Ja, dat kan.
There you go.
Ik moet zeggen dat ik ze vroeger ook wel eens gedragen heb. En ziet wat je ervan krijgt, Thomas. Dus je bent gewaarschuwd.
Wait, what? What?
Nee, grapje.
That's not funny.
Oh, sorry.
That's not funny.
Ik wou je niet kwetsen, of wel?
Word ik kaal door beanies?
Dan had je al kaal moeten zijn, wou je zeggen.
Nee, maar echt serieus. Kun je kaal worden door beanies?
Nee joh, houd erop. Bij mij zit het gewoon in de genen. Ik heb het van
maar
mijn opa en mijn vader.
Daarom, het gaat bij mij ook nog wel gebeuren hoor.
Uiteindelijk een keer wel, ja.
Volgend jaar is gedurfd van Simon. Niks om hem zwart te maken of dergelijke. Iedereen doet het op zijn manier. Nee, ik vond het ook... het is gewoon een grappige video. Zo simpel is het. Het was gewoon leuk vermaak. En dat is wat Simon ook graag doet. Gewoon vermaak. Nou, klaar.
Ja.
Kom ik zo op terug. Ben even zwart. Ja, sorry.
Ja, mooi hè. Ik vraag me af wie er meer zwarte snorren in voorraad heeft. Jij of Berghoeven?
Kees.
Oh ja. Heb je trouwens die post van Kees gezien met dat hij opnieuw zijn lambieks en zo aan het tellen was? Zijn zouwers.
Ja, dat weet ik nog wel. Zo.
Jongen. Nou.
Ik ga de uitdaging aan. Ik ga je vertellen hoeveel zwarte snorren ik gehad heb. 1. 2.
Ik denk meer dan dat
3,
je nu nog hebt staan.
4. 5. 6.
De helft.
7. 8. 9.
Ja, we beginnen eraan te komen.
10, dat is de gewone.
Ja.
11.
Nee?
12.
Net eentje eronder. Nou ja.
13. 14.
Ja, toch. Ja, dan had ik gelijk.
Wacht. 15.
15 gedronken en nog 13 staan. Gewoon 28 zwarte snorren, hè?
16.
Zo.
16, oké, we zijn er. Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Dus als je die andere 13 op hebt, heb je in totaal 29 zwarte snorren. En dan noem je mij sorry hupplepup. Nou heb jij natuurlijk ook...
Sorry, not sorry.
Nou heb jij natuurlijk een goatee. Maar je hebt eigenlijk ook een zwarte snor, hè? Ja. Dus het past bij jou.
Je kan het moeilijk zien nu. Wacht even hoor. Top. Maar als je goed kijkt, wordt het al best grijs.
Ja.
Dit is ook best leuk. Wat zeg je?
De leeftijd achterhaalt u.
De leeftijd achterhaalt mij. Ik ga even verder terug naar de comments, want ik kan het niet meer bijhouden. In een box van 24 bieren, ja, dat klopt. Ja, weet je, het mooiste is, je kan nog even rustig rondkijken. Want iedereen begint net met adverteren. Adverteren voor dat vent. En je kan gewoon rustig even rondkijken. En kijken wat je graag wilt. Die zwarte snor is... die snor 50 is echt een artback. Die misschien heb ik hem van het weekend wel gefilmd. Ik denk dat ik gewoon elk weekend tot aan kerst of zo ga ik gewoon een zwarte snor reviewen.
Zwarte snorrenweekend,
Ja. Is die... technisch gesproken is alles de fiets, hè, Lars?
Ja.
Uiteindelijk is alles de fiets.
Ja. Alleen voor de ene rit moet je een paar dagen extra uittellen. Ja. Maar stel dat het dagenfiets is, dan word je na dagen wel rijkelijk beloond. Even vanuitgaan dat je een goed gevulde portemonnee meeneemt natuurlijk.
Ja, dat is waar. Dus dat kan Lars wel doen. En anders kom je met openbaar vervoer. Dus er stond ook vlak in de buurt. Gaaf, jongen, Johan. Dat is tof, man. Leuk werk.
Vooral dat laatste stukje van die zin is wel belangrijk.
Vind je? Ik weet niet wat ik ervan moet denken. Je hebt gelijk.
Laat mij nou ook een keer gelijk hebben.
Jij hebt altijd gelijk. Dat weet je.
Ah, dankjewel. Kijk, dat is echte liefde.
Ja, nee, dat is het ook. Alles is echt... alles is liefde.
Alles?
Alles is liefde. Martijn die zegt tijd voor meer Fries bier. Dat moet eigenlijk wel. Ik heb nog aardig wat staan.
Je hebt gelijk, Thomas. Hij blijft helder, hè? Ik heb alles ingeschonken. Wauw.
Tuurlijk nice. Gelijk.
Dit geval wel, ja, zeker.
Regel 1.
Ja.
Ik heb altijd gelijk.
Zo niet.
Regel 2. In het hoogst uitzonderlijke geval dat ik een keer niet gelijk heb.
Gaat automatisch. Regel 1
in werking. Ik heb gisteren een beermail ontvangen wat ik morgen review. Goh, ik vraag me af van wie.
Oh, gaaf. Van wie?
Niet van mij.
Van mij. Ik ben ook erg benieuwd. Ik ga niet verraden wat erin zit, maar het is...
Douglas.
Nee.
Douglas.
Oh, wacht even.
Douglas. Pull my finger.
Oh ja, wacht even.
Nee.
Het is best lastig als je dat zo ziet. Stel dat je de binnen bij elkaar.
Oh, geweldig. Dat ging echt helemaal nergens over.
Oh, heerlijk.
Mark die wilde de Hagger. Ja, die komt binnenkort ook online. Mijn review van de Hagger. Ook weer dankzij Kees. Kees zegt... Thomas, koop je wel eens bier? Nee? Hoe krijg je bier dan? Kees.
Ja. Bijna overal staat sponsored bij Kees.
Nee, maar ik ben benieuwd wat je ervan vindt. Ik vond de Hagger... Ja, er zijn verschillende blends, hè, laten we dat even wel zijn. Maar ik vond die Hagger echt goed te hachelen. Anyway.
Oh, you're so funny.
Oh, Thomas, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Oh, Thomas. Wat is je radler? Wat is je radler?
Ja, sorry, maar als mijn radlermaatje er niet is, dan ga ik geen radlers drinken. Dat is jouw schuld, maar nou.
Vind ik ook.
Jouw schuld. Ja.
Eens even kijken. Mooie bieren drinken hier. Absoluut, altijd mooie bieren. Oh, de Bloody Slushes en Milkshake IPA. Die heb ik niet gehad, maar ik ben ook niet zo van de Milkshake IPA's. Kan ik ook heel weinig doen. Is niet mijn ding. Zie Thomas eerder een ZZ Top... Oh, sorry, nee, wat zei je? Jij was... sorry.
Ik wou zeggen, ik heb denk ik 1 of 2 lekkere Milkshake IPA's gehad en de rest was een beetje... Niet vies, maar... ja.
Kijk, dat is die oude meme van Top Gear, weet je. Dan hebben ze echt een klassieke nieuwe... geweldige, of een hele geweldige nieuwe moderne auto waar alles helemaal op en top strak en slick en geweldig en makkelijk en stoer aan is. En dan heb je zo'n oud dingetje. Dan heb je zo'n oud dingetje, echt zo'n klassieker. En waar je helemaal verliefd op wordt. En dan is het op een gegeven moment, dat heb ik dus met IPA's. Dan heb ik zo'n milkshake IPA. En dan is het like, this is amazing. En dan kijk ik naar mijn West Coast, but I love this.
Ja.
Hmm.
Nou ja, goed, weet je, voor op ieder potje past een deksel, zeggen ze wel eens. Dus
Ja.
ja, er zijn andere mensen die daar heel gelukkig van worden. Nou, fijn.
Ik word gelukkig van jou.
Ja.
Sito was eerder een ZZ Top worden. Nou, er is ten eerste plek in de band.
Oh, dat is slecht. Dat is echt een slechte grap. Maar tegen die tijd dat jij zo'n baard hebt, dan is er meer plek in de band, hoor, denk ik.
Maar in mijn band waar ik in zit, doen we ook nummers van ZZ Top, dus dat scheelt.
Give me all your loving.
All your hugs and ja, dus Waldo, baas boven baas, die heeft 21 gehad.
Zo.
En Corné
Oké,
18. Dus echt, ik voel me nou van die meme van hoe heet die ook weer? Vanuit, hoe heet die film? Met Leonardo DiCaprio, The Wolf of Wall Street. You know, those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump those numbers.
Ja, dus eigenlijk, ja, loop je ver achter eigenlijk.
Eigenlijk wel.
Nog 4 te gaan. Oké, maar dan kun je wel door inhalen.
Oh, oké, baas boven baas, inderdaad. Zoute snorren halen is lekkerder. En door.
Ja. Ik heb al
Ik hoorde een jaar geleden heel positief over Arpus. Heb je hier de laatste nog veel van gedronken? Nee, Roy. En dat komt eigenlijk om de hele simpele reden. Ik heb zoveel bier op het moment staan die ik nog wil reviewen. PS, mensen mogen bier blijven sturen, hoor. Dat is het niet. Oh, dat is wel heel ernstig wat ik nu zeg. Nee, maar ik heb zoveel staan dat als ik nu IPA's ga kopen, dan ik wil niet continu IPA's drinken. Oh,
maar,
Hey! Hey, dude, how you doing?
Yeah, all right. How are you guys?
We're doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, doing fine. How are you, James?
I'm doing well. I just got back from destroying my stomach. Well, not destroying, enriching my stomach with a falafel. I'm very happy.
Oh, falafel.
Yeah, it was chicken, falafel, halloumi, and garlic sauce, and it was just like, oh, fat, bang.
I love that. I love that combination. That sounds lovely. Look, mate, I'm going to go through a few comments, and they're going to be in Dutch, so you're going to probably go all full in.
Ik hoorde ja en geleden heel positief over Apus. Heb je hier de laatste tijd nog veel van gedronken? Voor mij biljen ze qua prijs, kwaliteit nog echt geweldig.
Ja.
Look, in your defense, brother, really, you speak better. Your Dutch sounds better than most native-speaking Dutch people because they ruin the language anyway. So I'm just going to comment on this in Dutch, if you don't mind.
No.
Maar omdat ik dus zoveel bier dan heb, ik wil niet continu IPA's drinken. En als ik IPA's koop en ik moet continu alleen maar IPA's blijven drinken om ze te reviewen of wat dan ook, voor de lol. Want dat hele dat je een IPA binnen 2-3 weken moet drinken na bottelen, dat is gewoon onzin. Maar je wilt ze wel natuurlijk, je wilt ze ook niet een jaar laten staan. En daar heb ik ook geen zin in. Dat is mij wel eens overkomen. Ik heb IPA's in huis gehad die echt van een jaar stonden. Ik ga wel eens een keer een leuke livestream aanwijden. Dus nee, het komt er niet van. Want elke keer als ik dan denk, ik wil wel wat kopen, dan staat er zoveel bier dat ik denk, nu maar even niet.
Maar brouwt Arpus enkel IPA's dan? Nee, toch?
Nee.
Toch?
Voornamelijk. James, do you know? I think Arpus mostly brews IPA's, right? I think like 99%.
It's mainly New England's, and they've got a few like pastry stouts, and I think I've seen a few, like Berliner Weisse, Goza type things.
They've done a few, they've done a few kettle sours, but I think like basically 85% of what they do is like IPA, double IPAs, New England's, hazies. It's mostly IPA's. René Janssies zijn regel 3 heb ik nog geen gelijk. Regel 2 blijven herhalen.
Oh ja.
It's true.
Can I
so
try and read the Dutch comments?
Yeah, do it. You read them out. I'll respond.
I'll read them, you respond. This is fun.
Oké.
Ja, je kunt ook naar Slieterij zwemmen. De wagel en ik loop wagel. En deze twee mannen kunnen het weten.
Yes,
it's totally true. mainly what Case is saying is he waggles like a dog, like a duck when he walks.
Waddles.
Is that just normally, or is that because of beer?
Yes.
Perhaps both.
No, lovely. I love this one.
Yeah.
This is great. This is fantastic. Kees, je hebt helemaal gelijk. Oké, passievrucht, there we go.
Ja. Ga je de Monte Cristo nog reviewen?
Is wel de bedoeling. Ik hoop zo snel mogelijk, maar wederom, mijn leven kan ook maar zoveel aan, uiteindelijk.
Thomas is op dreef met zijn woordgrappen vandaag.
Dankjewel, ik doe mijn best. Het gaat wel redelijk. Het gaat wel redelijk, ja.
Pas op dit woordgrapping. That sounds kinky.
It's getting funny, you said.
There you go, Roy.
This one. This is fun. I like this one. Okay. Ik heb de Colossus whisky deze week ook weten te bemachtigen. Ga ik samen met een vriend waarschijnlijk in de komende weken maar eens drinken. Hij vond de rumba ook geweldig.
Okay, so waarschijnlijk, so you do it. Ba is BA or barrel aged.
Where is it? Oh, because we do capitals. That's why I didn't get it.
I know. But
James, you really sound like Google Translate. Very nice. I love it. Thank you.
Wait.
Oh, nice.
James?
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Had something in my mouth, I'm sorry. Wij gaan bij de Thomas en Douglas. You're my Thomas. Hoe krijgen jullie meer abonnees voor jullie kanaal? So it's advertised on someone's channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abonnees.
Douglas, wil jij hier antwoord op geven?
Ja, hoe krijg je abonnees? Ik denk beginnen door content te maken wat mensen leuk vinden. Dat is denk ik het allerbelangrijkste. En daarnaast helpt natuurlijk een stukje promoten op social media helpt natuurlijk ook mee. Soms gebeurt het ook wel eens doordat je elkaar noemt in een video. Dan krijg je ook wel eens extra abonnees door. Maar ik denk voornamelijk, wees jezelf, maak lekker je eigen video's. En als dat de mensen bevalt, dan komen ze vanzelf naar je toe. Dat denk ik.
Dat is it. So James, what he was asking is how do you get more subscribers for your channel? Het is gewoon, it's make proper content. You can be whatever you want. You can be gimmicky McGimgib, just proper content.
I'm sorry, Thomas, but I have to disagree with you very, very strongly here. The best way to get subscribers is to build a €12,000 beer shed, top like a cockney, and pour beer down the toilet.
Blame all the foreigners.
Blame all the foreigners.
No, the thing is that zorg dat je duidelijk, wat het allerbelangrijkste, Thijs, is, wees welbespraakt, wees duidelijk, articuleer goed, weet wat je wil zeggen, heb de juiste informatie bij de hand, dat je echt overkomt, dat je weet waar je het over hebt. Wees jezelf. Geen gekke gimmicks vind ik zelf persoonlijk, maar dat is gewoon een ding. Want andere mensen redden het er wel heel goed mee. En voor de rest gewoon heb lol. Dat is de allerbelangrijkste. Heb er lol en plezier in. Want als je op YouTube gaat, omdat je veel abonnees wil halen en dat je populair en alles wil worden, dan merken mensen dat. En als je dat doet omdat je het leuk vindt, dan merken mensen dat ook.
Ja, als ik er nog even op in mag haken.
Heel even.
Als ik wil, kan ik zo richting de 1000 abonnees komen. Ik bedoel, ik kan ervoor betalen. Dan krijg je geen organische kijkers. Dan heb je zo 1000 abonnees. Maar uiteindelijk kijken er misschien maar 15 mensen. Dus zorg gewoon dat je leuke content maakt. Wees jezelf. En focus vooral niet te veel. Natuurlijk, ik vind het ook leuk hè, als ik weer een abonnee erbij heb. Geef ik heel eerlijk toe. Maar ik doe het daar niet om. Ik doe het omdat ik het leuk vind. Omdat het een leuke community is met leuke mensen. En ik ben ook niet jaloers op mensen die veel meer volgers hebben dan ik. Wees jezelf. En dan komt het denk ik vanzelf wel. Als mensen het je gunnen. What I said, James, was mainly be yourself. Don't focus too much on subscribers. Be yourself. Make your own content, and people will like you, and will subscribe. I can pay firms to get subscribers. But what's in it for me if I reach 2,000 subscribers and only 10 people will watch?
There's one.
Yeah. No, I mean this is the thing in my experience. If you want to build up a channel, I got lucky. Yeah, my thing just went boom with Reddit. So a lot of it. The thing is, if you're going to do it, like try and do. I don't know how many videos he uploads a week, but you do something like you choose. It's consistency that's the thing.
Yeah.
So you choose like, I want to do like 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, but you do that and you stick to it. You use the tagging systems that are in place. You schedule your videos to publish at the same time, and you sort of
and maybe a little help from social media.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like when you do a live, I've been lazy with them. Like I was quite surprised because I used to be quite active on Instagram. What I did originally was I just used to take pictures of the beer after I reviewed it, fire up on Instagram, and that was an independent thing. And then I just got lazy and couldn't be arsed doing it. I need to do my Untapped as well. I've not updated my Untapped in a hell of a long time.
Language.
So I used to do that, and it literally makes no difference to how much the channel grows. Like I've seen no difference, and I get maybe 100 between 100 and like 150 subscribers a month, something like that.
Nice.
It kind of varies between that, and it's a very much a cumulative thing. Like once you get to a certain point, it just it's like it's cumulative.
You're getting higher in the ranking, so it's easier to be found.
Yeah, and it's also as well the number of videos you've got is going to play a role as well. I mean, like, you've got folks like Greg's beer reviews, who's got like 4,000 odd now. I've got 3,100 plus all of those out and about things I've done. Peter Master of Hoppets is about 3,000 odd too. So it's almost in a way that we are. Probably Peter and Greg and I are kind of saturating the market in a little bit in the sense, and you've also got to have a kind of, I would suspect you've got to have a geography sort of thing as well. Like, honestly, it is one of the things, and it's not a criticism. It is one of the things I would say that maybe hinders you guys a little bit is because you review so much in Dutch. Because that limits, in a way that kind of limits your audience, but at the same time, it's nice for your Dutch audience. So that's an advantage I have is just as an English speaker.
Easier now for foreign people, because the translate option in the videos.
Well, that doesn't work for Scottish people so well. But
I'm gonna quickly. I want to run through some of the comments.
Yeah. No, sorry,
really
getting carried away. Yeah,
a little bit. So Roy is saying I could. Great. Wait, no, sorry. James,
come on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Je kan wel vanavond nog wel proberen te halen.
Ja, dat worden we niet, want dat gaat... Nee. It means about overtaking him in the amount of zwarte snodders, which is a zwarte snodder is a Dutch brewed imperial stout coming in at 11% ABV. And there's many barrel-aged variants of it, and I'm not going to drink 5 of those in one evening.
No.
Hier nog geen zwarte zorgen gehad. So I had something big and black.
Wow, there we go. I'm not even gonna go there.
In space met twist, go to a website, Mark, and make a good website. There you go.
That does help because the website that Martijn built for us is bloody amazing.
Yeah, it's also a great help. Sure it is.
So when you have IGN, it's like een in Dutch. Okay. Volgende week in jarig de Heady Topper staat Alva's code.
Yeah.
So have a nice weekend. The Heady Topper will be a nice treat.
Next weekend.
It's his birthday next weekend.
He's gonna have a Heady Topper.
It's still foreign. Still in the home. No, I'm in Sweden at the moment, but I fly back to the motherland on the 5th, and then I will be back in Sweden in November, I think. So yeah.
And for the Christmas period, you will also be in Scotland, or?
Not sure yet. Actually, we need to see. Baby mama's being difficult again, so we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, that's another story. Yeah, welcome to the chaos. I wouldn't have it any other way. Stuur, how do you say it in Dutch? Stuur de IPA deze kant maar op, Thomas. Haha.
No, that's not gonna happen, dude. Because, well, depending, I should actually. You know what, Lars? We need to meet up anyway. Have some beers together. We'll meet up at Buck soon.
As long as you don't bum them.
No.
Craft Beer Specialist also has his own channel since a few weeks.
Yeah, no, he comments on my things. Yeah.
So yeah, Craft Beer. Oh god, sorry. Everybody, go subscribe to Craft Beer Specialist channel. He's just started the beer tubing community, so do hit him up with a subscribe.
The more the merrier.
Vural's IPAs in parsers and enkele stouts. So these are on par, like on the same level as the stouts of Arpus or something?
No. What he's saying is that Arpus, vooral, means mostly IPAs, a couple of sours, and a few stouts.
All right.
A paar would be a couple, and enkele would be a few.
Oh yeah, that's the same as Swedish and par. Neither.
Yeah.
Well,
he's Scottish.
He's Scottish.
Yeah.
Scottish
UK.
and Swedish.
Yeah.
So do you have any idea what you're reading? Do you really understand Dutch? That's quite funny that I can give. Yeah, look, I don't really. I can pick up words and things like this, because a lot of them are similar to Swedish, and I've got some knowledge of German. But I reckon if I came to the Netherlands, I could, if I took a course and they showed me how to pronounce it and stuff, I think I could pick Dutch up quite quickly. To be honest, I think I could get Dutch quite quickly.
Yeah, I believe also because you're good on the Swedish, so Dutch is also a little bit in the range of Sweden. I think a little bit.
Yeah. See, to me, Dutch sounds like a sort of weird mix of Danish and German. In a lot of ways, like when I listen to that's how it sounds to me when I listen.
I think technically the Dutch are a weird combination of the Danish.
A mixture of Danish, German, Belgian beers.
Belgian. No, but what basically happened? There were a few. Yeah,
no,
there were a few Danish people. There were a few German people. They looked at each other and they were like, "Hello, Vicar," and boom, the Dutch.
And then at one point you belonged to Spain, so you were like the Spanish Netherlands.
Yeah,
hola!
Also true. Yeah, hola.
That would be hilarious if you. I don't know why. That just the thought of you two speaking Spanish as your first language is just hilarious. It just would. I don't know why. It just wouldn't suit you two at all.
Hola.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo está?
It's like me trying to speak French.
How do you say I in
Joe.
Spanish?
It's like Josoi, I am, Yosoi.
Josoi. And
Josoi,
I
yeah.
don't. Do you know how to say I don't?
Oh, Jonesoi, I don't know.
Yo,
I don't know either.
yo no soy hablo español.
Mm.
No hable español.
No
No habla
español.
español.
No hablo español.
Mm.
¿Cómo está?
You can say in Spanish you can say the verbs without zonder de persoonsvorm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
basically,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah, you can do that in
it's almost
Italian as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Italian
I
also.
believe,
Yeah.
I believe that in a way, Japanese is the same as well.
Yeah, like
Japanese
once you.
has a thing.
Yeah, no, in Japanese, when you do the subject, when you say the subject the first time, you don't need to acknowledge it later.
Exactly, and I also understood that Japanese. So you have, for example, if you want to ask somebody, if you want to ask, do you understand? Wakarimasen.
Wakarimaska. Yeah.
Oh, wakarimaska. Wakarimaska
Mhm.
is do you understand? Wakarimasen is I don't understand. Wakarimasu.
Yeah, and then
But if you,
wakarimashita is like I understood. That makes it past tense.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing is, if you, it also depends on the situation. So they look at if you're speaking to just one person, they understand you're asking do you. But if you are talking to a group, it would still be the same wakarimashita, but they would understand you're asking do you people, do you guys. That's how I learned.
Yeah, no,
It
there's a thing
depends
in
on the
ling-
circumstances where the amount of people.
yeah, like in linguistics, there's like what they call high level communication and low level communication languages. So European languages tend to be low level communication because we have to say more, whereas in like Japanese, a lot of things are implied. So it's a high level communication language.
Yeah.
So there's yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. So the
Yeah.
situation that you're in, the people that you're talking to, so you can say the same words, but the literal translation for somebody who doesn't speak Japanese could depend on the situation and the amount of people and where are you and what are you. So it's a very fluid language.
But James, first of all, I apologize for our brutal manner. But what are you drinking? Woohoo!
It's an American drink from an American brewery.
Is that 0%?
Neil,
It's 0%.
Neil. So
I
I'm
actually
gonna,
reviewed.
guys.
But the thing is,
Yeah,
I
sorry.
actually reviewed 3 beers today. I reviewed 3 already, but I was away
That's
out,
why
and then
you're
I was literally in. I was in town in the supermarket, and then Thomas was like, "Oh, StreamYard." I was like, "Oh, I can't. You need to wait."
But you said a Scottish man who tries to talk French. I dare you.
Bertin Champs. Tripel.
Oh, you pronounce it very sexy.
Bertin
Champs.
Bertin Champs. Oui, mon français c'est la merde. Je joue les pizzas. Je joue les... No, that's how I play. Je joue le foot. Je suis un petit poisson rouge. We used to have a song that they made us sing in school.
Je ne parlais pas français, pardon.
Yeah. They used to make us sing this song. Je suis une pizza, na, 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 avec des fromages, na, na, na. Des oignons, des champignons, na, na, na. Yeah, it was
something about champignon. I'm just going to really rattle through these comments.
Yeah,
because
comments.
Okay,
please do so.
Huge backlog. So, number of subscribers, aantal abonnees, does it matter? It does not. Have fun. Exactly.
Yeah.
Craft beer specialist saying, I'm trying to find beers, probeer bier te vinden dat doesn't have Dutch reviews yet. Waar er nog geen Nederlandse reviews van zijn. So you really get to local beers. So here's the thing. I would always say do both. Go for the big, very... If you want to get a bit of a name out, go for the big beers that everybody wants. So try and find things like freaking Heady or, like Sorry, barrel-aged shit, and go for BCBS, and go for, if you're in the Netherlands, go for things like Moersleutel. I mean, Moersleutel, you always get the views, and especially if you hate on them. yeah, I mean, you're gonna get your dislikes, and everybody likes their dislikes. So there you go. But mostly just do what you want to do and have fun. Valdo's asked saying, with 100K subs, you get a plaque, but you have to be doing a lot of other things than drinking beer. So here's the thing: I don't think there is as far as I know, there is one beer tuber out there that has 10K subs, 10K, and that's Peter, the master of hobbits.
Okay, yeah.
I think he's the first one that hit 10K.
Oh no! Wait! There's
Oh wait, yeah, but he doesn't review anymore.
The biggest. No, Peter does review.
Well,
Peter
I know
brews.
Peter reviews, but I just realized there's a different guy who has even more subscribers.
The biggest beer tuber is Thomas Kopera from Poland. He's got over 1 million subscribers. And there's
Serious?
also a guy. Yeah, there's also a guy in France, and I forget his name. But there's a guy there who does things, and they're in. Thomas Kopera had an English channel for a period of time, and he dropped it. But yeah, Thomas Kopera reviews in Polish, and he's got 1 million subs. And when you think that Poland's like, what is Poland, like 40 million people? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's very impressive.
And I think he's involved with the brewery. But there is a French guy who's I can't remember if he's either got 100K or 1 million. I forget. But in the sort of English sphere, probably the biggest BeerTube channel would be the Craft Beer channel. I think they're sitting about 100,000 just now.
Yeah, but they're not actually. Are they beer reviewers? Are they beer tubers?
They review beer sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, that they used to. But
they're more like a beer vloggy channel now, I guess. Rather, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Exactly. My channel is with food and beer. Oh yeah, well, you know. I would definitely, like, Thijs, maybe you should just try to not just say what you could eat with it, but pair the action. Make a meal, make a dinner, make a meal, and eat the food and drink the beer and do that. Douglas, I'm going to make you feel jealous right now. There's a sorry beer in my glass, and it's Levine and Crusade Tawny Port Barrel Aged. We're just all going to ignore Cornet for the rest of the evening.
I'm ignoring Cornet for the next few minutes. Yeah.
I know. We're just going to ignore him for a little bit. Doing well, doe je goed. Thanks, Waldo. It's a delicious beer. Het is een heerlijk bier. Gelukkig heb ik nog 4 flesjes. Thankfully, I still have 4 bottles. Martijn prefers the Dutch reviews. I have the Nederlandse reviews. I'm just doing all of this like bilingual right now. Question. Is there a brewery that can brew both excellent stouts and IPA's? Is er een brouwerij die zowel hele goede stouts als IPA's kan brouwen?
There's quite a few. I would raise in Scotland Tempest Brewery. Tempest Brewery in Scotland can do it. I believe
I only drank stouts from Tempest Brewing. So they make also make good IPAs.
They only export the big. They only export the big malty things. So probably, I'm guessing what you might have had would be like Mexicake or something like this.
Yeah, one of those. Yeah.
But their IPAs are Brave New World. Their West Coast IPA is very good. Marmalade on Rye, the double IPA is very good.
I think I've had Brave New World.
Didn't Tempest also make a beer named Olderliefde Brown? There's a Dutch brewery who named their beer Olderliefde Brown.
Yeah,
but I also believe that Tempest was making one.
So here's the thing. Yeah, so they did Olderliefde Brown, and they're calling it a brown ale. Now, if you've had Olderliefde Brown, that's just basically borderline imperial stout. I'm sorry, I find it very, very far removed from an actual brown ale. James, have you ever had it?
Is this the Tempest one?
Yeah, it's basically a liquid Mars bar, by the way.
Yeah, I mean the brown ales, brown ales and imperial stouts. I mean, the thing would be the black malt. For me, a brown ale should not have black malt in it. Bit of chocolate malt's fair enough, but yeah. did I have? Let me just check this. Did I have all the leaves are brown? You're definitely right that Temperance had one, but I'm trying to remember if I had it. Let me have a little look at this. But yeah, no. The other brewery in Scotland that would do it would be, come to think of it, would be Overtone. But I don't think Overtone stouts are quite as good as the IPAs. The stouts they're nice, but the mouthfeel is just a bit too light for me. But I'm spoiled in that sense because I think in Scandinavia it's very difficult to beat. It's very difficult to beat the Scandinavian imperial stouts. Like even Moorsleuter maybe come close, but they use a lot of lactose and things.
Moorsleutel IPAs are the worst. Sorry. Well, not the worst. No, that's harsh. Moorsleutel IPAs just aren't all that great. I'm sorry, they're not.
No. I've not tried one of their IPAs, actually. It's just the stouts, I think, we've had.
Douglas needs to open another beer.
Almost.
I'm just being an ass. Waldo's saying maybe Frontal.
I was impressed with them. Their IPA that I had was nice.
Yeah, they do some good shit. They're yeah.
At this moment, they make really a lot of beers. I think about 2 or 3 a week. They're releasing 2 or 3 beers a week now.
Yeah, but releasing doesn't mean actually brewing, right?
No, true.
Yeah, because Amar Bryghus in Copenhagen, I would say they can. Although I personally, Amar Bryghus have some of their stouts. They had what was it called? Wasn't the Undertaker yet? Herr Fredriksson.
Herr Fredriksson. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Also one of the best label arts ever.
Yeah, true.
And there's also I had another very good one recently, and it was a collaboration. It was actually I forget. It was called The Mortician, and I reviewed it on my video. It will publish next weekend that I filmed with Peter, Master of Hobbits in Copenhagen, and we were together, and he had to go, but I stayed for one more tasting.
You were
it's
not
The Mortician.
together. You were not together.
There was no entering or exiting, but
otherwise you and I are going to have a talk.
Yeah, because you're making Thomas jealous right now.
Mine, no, this hurts. You're cheating on me.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry, man.
He just said yeah. He just blatantly said yeah.
So Peter also fancies a bum.
They all do.
Well, his girlfriend was there actually, so I didn't ask him.
Bert's, by the way, I'm just going to quickly rattle through more of the comments, by the way. Martijn's saying, Bert is asking, Martijn, don't you think Thomas's reviews are okay because they're I do, half of even my Dutch reviews are like 30% English.
Yeah, because sometimes he doesn't know how to pronounce it in Dutch.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
Lars opened the Erlbacher Premium Volkfest beer.
Ah, Deutsch, ja.
Cerveza. Okay. They're all descendants of Frisian, Frisia, or Germanics. Danish people are split off from the Germanic tribe. The Frisia went towards the UK, but Frisians are direct descendants of the Frisia tribe.
So they're all Frisbees.
They're all Frisbees. So that's a good comment, though. I think that's a...
yeah, that's interesting, yeah.
Ik peer hem zo. He's probably gone by now because this was like yeah. So he's gone. And thanks, Martijn. Cheers, brother. Bert's opening Magic Hour from Zeta Beer, first at the brewery. I've never heard of Zeta Beer. Zeta?
No, me neither. Have you ever heard of them, James?
No.
Zeta Beer. Oh. Misschien kan Bert vertellen waar het vandaan komt?
Yep. Kind of curious. Bert, where are they from? Thijs is going to bed because he had a long week at work. So cheers, dude. And sleep tight.
Cheers, Thijs.
Thomas is asking which Scott whiskey I would mix with a beer. So
No. Just no.
I'm just going to mute
Scotch-
James for a little bit. And
Scotch isn't meant to blend.
so wait.
No.
So here's the thing. Shush for a second.
Nay.
Shush for a second. Here's the thing. I believe that a very, 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 very good single malt is a waste to blend because it's such a treasure on its own, as is a good craft beer. But luxury blends with premium ingredients have proven that they can be more than the sum of their parts. So in Dutch, het is bewezen dat er zijn cocktails waarin het blenden van hele goede premium kwaliteit ingrediënten, echt goed craft beer, goede kwaliteit champagne, goede kwaliteit distillaten, goede kwaliteit bieren, samen echt een mooi product kunnen, een mooie cocktail kunnen maken. So yeah, a good craft, you want to call it craft cocktail if you want. Now, I would go... I'm kind of curious what something from Campbelltown, something like one of the old original Springbanks, for example, could do.
I've never
One
actually
of those
tried Springbank.
Springbank, one of those, but Springbank, the real Springbank isn't there anymore. But the good, proper old Springbanks, that very thick, oily thing that they got going, could do with something like a barley wine. And it probably would be horrendous, but I'm curious. And as for cocktails, I'm kind of curious what what could you mix with an IPA?
I just wouldn't.
I know, but I'm just curious.
I mean, if it's a West Coast, if it's a big double West Coast IPA, you could maybe get away with like a little touch of rum or something, just a little bit, gold rum.
I never drank an IPA with rum.
So here's the thing:
coffee IPAs work.
Yeah,
if
true.
I were to make, so I've had quite a lot of triple IPAs and double IPAs over the last couple of months, where I've been really getting this minty thing going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's quite a lot of hops out there that have this sort of red fruit, sort of like berry component going on.
Like Strata and Enigma.
Yeah,
and
for
these kind of
example.
things, yeah.
So what if you were to get a double IPA with that minty thing and that Strata red fruit component going on, and you were to get muddle some, you know what a muddler is, right? Where you bruise the mint, bruise the mint with a little bit of red chili, because you got some of that earthy, spicy component in some hops. Get a nice IPA, a double IPA, a hefty, maybe even a triple IPA that has those components. So you get the red fruit, you get the minty, you get that Strata thing, maybe the minty thing going on. You get a little bit of Simcoe or Mosaic earthiness going on. Add a little bit of a cherry liqueur to it, and a little bit of white rum. Muddle all of that with a little bit of crushed ice. Strain that. Now there, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, you could have a high-end beer cocktail.
Maybe then you should use a double IPA, because if you use a triple IPA, which is also sweet, and then the added sweetness from the rum, maybe it's a bit too much.
Cocktails are supposed to be sweet AF and high.
Yeah,
AF.
that's also true. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go through Paul from BA Brews saying Firestone Walker.
Hey, Paul.
Double Jack IPA and the Parable Imperial Stout. There you go. Talking about the brewers who can do both ends of the spectrum. Good evening, chaps. Drinking Schloss Echenberg Oerbach 23 Pale Double Bock. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Stuart. Roy Jason saying that Falkinger Brew is good in both. I say, yeah. I mean, their IPAs are, like they're consistent. They're maybe not stellar, but they're consistent.
Yeah.
James is falling asleep. Waldo's saying we're all from the Clan MacLeod, and Colin MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod. I was born in the village of Glenfinnan on the shores of Loch Shiel in the year 1518, and I am immortal.
And foreign.
I'm fine.
Boring.
Joe
We
is
all are
saying
foreign.
that he's drinking the Maker's Monk. He expected a little bit more, but it's still okay, and he's gonna go off. He had fun listening.
Bye-bye.
Cheers to you, Joe. Still there. Wanted to hear some more English, Netherlands. Wow.
Sprook.
Spoke.
He
I like
That's
that.
Swedish for language. Sprook.
he fancies your Dutch.
Yeah. Ja, maar dat net de Oldewey en Bourbon Barrel Age van Paula 2.4. Yeah? No, 2.5
2.5 months. Yeah.
Now, how would you say that in Dutch though? 2.5.
2.5. En in
2.5.
Dutch is in Dutch
Half maand.
2,5, 2.5, 2,5 maand.
2,5 maanden. Overdatum opengetrokken te reep lekker.
Yeah,
It was
he's
very
like,
right.
he's like 2.5. Doom, 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 doom,
Dum,
doom,
dum, dum.
doom, doom, doom,
Dum,
doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
Everybody's hearing the theme right now.
Yeah. I don't understand that. That's foreign.
And good öl.
Yeah.
Amaretto goes well with many beers. Yeah, well, it's the almond thing, I guess.
I don't understand. I can't read that one either.
Go for it. No.
Because that's English, not Scottish.
I can't read that. No.
It's almost mixed. I understand alcohol. Why do you think I'm going to work in a liquor store, dude? No.
Because you're an alky.
Dude, I hope they're not watching.
Your middle name is Liquor.
Yeah.
Liquor in the
Zeta.
front, poker in the back.
Oké. Zeta komt uit Alboraya, Spanje. Magic Hour is een West Coast IPA met Chinook, Centennial, Mosaic, Cryo Mosaic, and Cryo Try 2304 Molybia.
Yeah,
so it's a Spanish brew.
Half of the sentence was English. This was not a challenge.
Yeah, it was both.
But it does sound good, though. It does sound very good. And here's Turtle coming in.
Heel eens in blond bier met Malibu gemixt en was opzicht niet verkeerd. Verkeerd.
He blended a blonde beer with Malibu, and it was not bad. You know Malibu?
Yeah, the sort of coconutty liqueur thing.
Nobody likes
it. The white flasks. It. Yeah.
Is it foreign?
You're foreign.
I actually don't know where it's from.
I have no idea where. I think Malibu is supposed. I think it's probably like, I don't know, where is Malibu from?
Malibu. Is it Malibu from the Caribbean or something? Perhaps I'm wrong, huh?
Malibu liqueur Malibu is a coconut flavored liqueur made with Caribbean rum, possessing an alcohol content by volume of 21%. As of 2017, the Malibu brand is owned by Pernod Ricard, who calls it a flavored rum, where this designation is allowed by local laws. Product was created by Tom Yago of International Distillers and Inventors and originally made from fruit spirits flavored with rum and coconut flavoring in Curaçao. So the country of origin is Barbados. Originally, the product was used for the making of pina coladas. So basically, that's actually funny because Malibu is apparently just, honest to God, created to make it easy for bartenders to make pina coladas. There we go. And the product took off. The production was then moved to Barbados, where the rum is made by West Indies Rum Distillery Limited, and the quality of the ingredients used was improved. I highly doubt that. Because usually when something is made bigger, the quality of the ingredients is lessened. The brand was sold by Giaggio to Allied Domecq for... Oh.
Oh no. Oh
You know
no, there he is. Woohoo! Mikey!
How's it
How
going,
you
guys?
doing, buddy?
Chilling.
Pretty good, man.
Welcome,
How
Mike.
you doing, girl?
I don't have
Are
any
you-
Tripel.
I'll allow it.
So you're not pouring a triple?
No, I'm pouring a Oktoberfest.
Ah,
Mm,
Paulana. German beer.
So for everybody who's ever seen the
This is-
Jurassic Park
this is
movie
amazing.
as often, oh my god, oh my god.
Oktoberfest.
So I'm just
Who's
gonna
Oktober?
I'm just gonna use my favorite quote from Jurassic Park ever. I really hate that, man.
So James, you have to teach this weekend or not?
No, I'm not going. I'm not going to go back to work until about November. Actually, I just want to have some time to sleep and chill. So, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Bye,
not
bye,
teaching
bye,
this
bye, bye.
weekend. Just yeah.
Bye, Bert.
Cheers.
Oh, Sjoerd, sure.
Cheers, Bert.
Yeah, sorry. Sjoerd just dropped in. Yeah, Sjoerd, sorry. I'm gonna do this in Dutch for just a few seconds. Ik heb dit net eerder genoemd. Ik ga in een slijterij werken. Ik ga na 19 jaar ga ik weg bij de Blokhut en ik ga werken voor een slijterij.
I
En
heard
de
foreign.
details zie je nog wel langskomen op Facebook uiteindelijk. So yeah, first of all, that Stein is, ich liebe die Stein. Das ist ein grandios, schönes, how do you say drinking vessel in German?
Getrinkensfest.
Okay,
I don't know. Trinkensfest. I don't know.
Drinkensfest. Paul's saying, unfortunately, the host is a bit too Holland to speak full-length proper Dutch videos. Yeah. I can't really. I know what this is all about because I was really flaming Paul the other day for confusing Holland and the Netherlands. So, sorry. And
Next
thank you
beer.
for the congratulations. There you go. Cheers. Oh my God! Look at Mike devouring that freaking. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about this Oktoberfest beer, Mike.
This is from William. It's apparently it's a Weizen beer, I guess. I don't know. I
Wiesen.
can't speak German.
Wiesenbier. What the hell is a Wiesenbier?
Yeah, that's probably a
Yeah.
typo.
That's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. I had it. Sean and I reviewed it last week, the week before. I'm all about having different types of beers around this type of year instead of just having Märzen's for October. You know.
I get that. I mean, nothing wrong with a good Madsen. I love Madsen, but it's always fun to try. Oh man, that's just pure sexiness right there. Oh my God.
So Mike, the Oktoberfest
Yes, sir.
is a big thing in the USA or not?
It might be. It's a big thing in my liver for sure. No, I mean it's getting weirdly kind of like all the major breweries around here. You know, they'll have like these little things on the weekend in September, late September, early October. Sort of a makeshift, beer garden, and have a bunch of people wearing goofy outfits, handing out sausages and shit. It's cool. It's fun. It keeps it interesting, and it's nice to see a brewery put up beer than just IPAs. So I'm always about it. This is my favorite time of year for beer because all the breweries that just pump out IPA after IPA after IPA start doing interesting things.
Like Madsen and the Keller beers and that sort of things. The lagers.
Douglas, don't you mean Martens?
Yeah, Madsen's. Madsen's is Deutsch. Yeah,
Hey,
Madsen.
I did my best to say Märzen earlier. I did my best.
I know, I mean, appreciate, aber ich verstehe, dass das dann für viele von die Leute aus die Vereinigten Staaten, das ist doch sehr schwer,
Deutschland.
Märzen zu sagen. Das so wir sprechen das wie Märzen, nicht Marzen.
Madsen, jawohl. But then the
Mike.
main question, Mike, do you wear your German pants while drinking it?
I was
don't.
just wanted to ask a question about pants because Mike, what are your pants? Show us your pants.
I'm wearing
Do you even wear pants?
I'm wearing my Baby Yoda pants.
Baby Yoda.
Ooh,
Oh.
Baby Yoda!
Damn it! How's my? Dude,
Nice.
I've had the most rotten couple of weeks of work ever. I just got home and I put on my comfy pants, a t-shirt, and I got my Belmont family
Well, you need
Castlevania shirt.
You need to round off your week then with just a big jobby. That's it.
Do you know what? No, I think. Whoa! I think here's something lost in translation. Mike, I don't think that what you think jobby means is what James thinks. What do you think jobby means?
Oh, this is
No, I
interesting.
know it's not. No, I know it's not exactly what I would need to go to. I do recall this being a topic of conversation not that long ago in one of these chats, and I don't recall exactly what it was. I don't remember exactly what it was.
It's a poo.
Yeah, I just had one of those. It was good.
Yeah, I'm a big job. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Big jobby.
So here's some things going on. People are saying pretty high in alcohol for an Oktoberfest beer, but apparently, I'm going to come back to some comments because this is going to be out of order. But apparently, Wiesenbier is another name for a Märzen.
Is that true?
And
I didn't know
again,
that.
no, and again,
doesn't know-
we have two people in the chat saying Wiesenbier is beer brewed especially for Oktoberfest, also called Märzen. So apparently,
Interesting.
you're still drinking a Märzen.
It doesn't taste like a normal sort of American anyway, or even like an Eyinger type of American. It's lighter. It doesn't have that same sort of robust caramel kind of earthy kind of flavors you get out of American. It's lighter. It's more effervescent, or could just be the way Trillium brewed it. I don't know, but it doesn't taste like American. Not like the way even like Trillium has made them in the past.
Yeah, but what does Trillium know about brewing beers these days, according to you guys, anyway? You know? I'm just jumping on the bandwagon here. I'm jumping on the bandwagon here. I haven't had Trillium in. I think the last Trillium
26 years.
I think the last Trillium I had was like a year ago.
Not me.
It's fine.
Turtle's asking what Douglas is thinking. The beer you're drinking. What do you think of it, Douglas?
Even kijken. This one from Berging. It's a nice one. It's an oak infused triple, and it's sweet, but not as sweet as the French one I did earlier. No, it's a good one. Maybe on a scale of 1 to 5, I think the French triple is about 3 out of 5, and this one 3.75 to 4 or 5 out of 5.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. It's a really nice one.
Yeah.
I like that glass you got there, Douglas.
Yeah, it's a traditional Omer glass.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful glass. I like that one.
It's a great huge glass, especially for triples and blonde beers who tend to foam a lot. So yeah.
Good. I like that you have plenty of room to move it around. You get those big aromas. I love those types of glasses. Same.
Craft Specialist saying that my German is shitty. My German is so. Here's a fun fact. As some people may know, I have a ex-girlfriend who's from Germany, and she once commented that my German has a very distinct English/American accent. So. There you go. It sounds like I'm from a Hollywood movie.
If I go to Germany and speak German, like, oh, are you Dutch? And I'm like, no. They actually say that to me. Are you? Are you from the Netherlands? I'm like, no.
Und wenn ich Deutsch spreche, dann hast du eine klares englisches Akzent to the.
I speak a little.
Never mind, whatever.
I speak a little German, but they also can hear that I'm from the Netherlands. Just like the English guys. I can speak English, but you can hear that I'm from the Netherlands. No problem.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get like you get.
I used to know a little German, but then I had to kick him out because he had trouble getting up on my couch and the chairs and everything. So
That's naughty.
it was very naughty.
Very naughty.
Little German. Okay. Anyway, it's a fest beer, and craft beer specialist saying gonna pick up the new bandwagon and Volkinger brew tomorrow. I'm assuming you mean they're 419 for bandwagon and the Volkinger brew Tripel. Both nice beers. So curious what your thoughts are. What is everybody doing for the weekend? Sorry, James, you were just saying.
I was just going to say I need to get some Volkinger brew.
Sorry. Paul saying, I speak nothing well, especially English. This is true. This is very true. Volkinger is actually, so here's a fun fact. Volkinger is a gypsy brewer, and basically all of their stuff is brewed at Bucks.
Mm.
And
yeah, that's why you gave me them before, yeah.
Yeah, Mike had some, Mike had both Bucks and Floombeer. Floombeer was... You really, by the way, made him very happy, Mike. I sent you guys some beers, some IPAs earlier this year. And you guys had a Floombeer IPA, and you compared it to Old School Trillium. So there was this Dutch, I know him, he's a gypsy brewer, but he was just like fucking freaked out. He was like, oh my God, there's Americans drinking my IPA, and they're comparing it to Old School Trillium. He was just like through the roof happy with that comparison.
One of the biggest compliments you can get as a Dutch brewer, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you guys really made him very happy with that one.
I feel like in all of the breweries, I think that sort of spearheaded the New England IPA thing around here, they're not making the best New England IPAs anymore. So
no, I'm talking yeah. You compare it.
No. So what we're saying is that I think a lot of people are doing it better, and like some of the smaller breweries, I think are doing really awesome jobs. I've had sorry, I love you fast. I've had IPAs from places that are just no name that have just blown me away, and I don't buy IPAs anymore. Like I don't have any in my fridge at all. I have a lot of beer in there, no IPAs, all sorts of whacked out shit. No IPAs. I'd like them, but I feel like there's just too many breweries making too many of them, and they're all. I'm getting lost in it. It's all starting to taste the same. Even describing them, yeah, it's tough. Just reviewing them is hard.
They can still be tasty.
Yeah.
But they're not bringing anything new to the table. And you know what kind of secretly gets me very excited these days when it comes to buying beer? Every Friday, after work, I go grocery shopping. And every Friday, I get excited when I walk to the beer section of the supermarket and I grab 6 cans of Veltons because those are the beers I'm going to drink for during cooking or if I'm watching a movie. And I get so fucking excited about something like a can of... Fuck it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab a can of Veltons. I'm going to be right back because that's actually going to get me excited. I'm going to be right back.
A plain German lager. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys go chat. I'll be right back.
But Mike, you said that they weren't as good as they used to. Is that because of other breweries are better, or because they are worse than they used to be because they use cheaper ingredients or something like that?
Well, I think that I can. I'll put it this way. Make it very simple. If you are working in a kitchen and you're going to make one steak and that's it, right? Mm-hmm. That's it. 1 steak per hour or whatever, right? That steak's going to be pretty fucking great. If you're making 15 steaks on the same, in the same station with one pan, you need to get out. If you're making a small amount of beer, you have way more control over that product than you do if you're making, enormous amounts at a single time. I think that the bigger you get, the harder it is to control your product. And plus, you have less inclination to experiment. You need to make sure that your product is going to be consistent. You're going to probably end up using ingredient like you're not going to be daring. You're not going to be trying something great. You're going to just try to make sales. I think that I think the brewery down the street that is making 5 gallons, 20 gallons, small things over at a time, they're trying things. They're trying to be inventive. They're trying to make their stamp. They're trying to get people to do interesting things. They're not trying to sell 10,000 cans.
No, and because they have to compete against the great ones, they put more effort into it.
Well, because they have to make their own stamp. They need to stand out.
Yeah. Well, what you sometimes see when a brewery is taken over by a bigger company, then you see they take the same recipe, but they get cheaper ingredients.
Like Goose Island. Goose Island did that. Yes.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. And that's sometimes a problem.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time with Goose Island, at least, when they were big, even and just when they're running out of Chicago. But I feel like while they're not as good, fact is that no matter where you go, if you have Goose Island now, it tastes exactly the same everywhere. So I mean, you're getting consistency over like a sharper, more interesting product. And I think that's what people are looking for a lot of times, Yeah.
I mean,
I think if someone wants, go ahead, James.
I was just going to say, if you think about that, like if you think about German beer, like Paulaner, you've got a Paulaner in your hand. That's what you get with the German stuff. You get that quality. So it's not. I don't think that's anything. What you say is right, but it's not new. I don't think.
You get the quality every time. Yeah. Right.
And listen, like I don't know what the global view upon Paulaner is, but I like it, man. I don't care. I think I like it. I only usually get the I usually only get it around this time of year. But I like it, man. I think it's as far as like what we get here, it's pretty solid. It always tastes the same.
Yeah.
It just it kind of just scratches that itch when I want it,
Which Paulaner is it, Mike? Is it the Weissen or the Pilsner or
Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest. Okay.
So I just ordered the Paulaner. Oh, by the way, before I forget, Mike, I ordered in the Corbinian. So
That's
next
good.
week.
That's good. Yeah.
Somewhere next week we should be good to go for the thing. But I also ordered in my Schneiderweiss Aventinus and Paulaner Salvatore.
Oh, I love both of them. Great ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna see Mike have a look at me that goes like, "What the fuck did you just do?" I also ordered in Arrogant Bastard Ale.
I need to try that. Yeah.
I knew that look was coming. I had it like a year or 2-3 ago, and I was just curious. It's like $3.50 for a can, and it would be a fun live stream beer. It's been a while.
Is it still brewed in Germany?
I think this is the thing is though, Stone sold their German brewery to
Brewdog. Yeah.
To Brewdog, but I do believe they still contract Brewdog to brew some stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a fun fact. Schokowesa, for the last couple of years, it was always the brewed in Berlin version. And last year, I got a advent calendar from Beerwolf, a German web shop, to review. And
finally, the American one.
They had the US version of the Schokowesa in it.
Yeah,
so it kind of makes me think that maybe Stone is sort of distancing themselves from contract brewing at the Brewdog facility in Berlin. Yeah. So when it comes in, I'll give you guys a shout out.
I haven't had a Stone product in years.
I was just curious, man. I was just fuck it.
Oh, I'm not judging. I just haven't had any.
I know. No, dude, you should judge because I'm buying freaking Stone. You should judge.
I always. Oh,
You see this one,
Go ahead.
Thomas? This one is hazy. You see?
Hazy AF. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That is hazy.
Nice one.
Fucking AF.
Go,
Where's the
James.
No, I was just going to say, like, Stone, I always avoided Stone because I was like, I'm a bit of a kind of, almost a bit of a purist in that way. Like, if you get an American brewery that's brewing their stuff in Europe, I'm like, nah, I'll just wait and get the American one when I go there. That's just, I was just like that. Now it's like Stone's an American brewery. I want the American one.
And what's his face? The Craig, is it right? Craig
Craig, yeah.
from Stone Brewing.
Oh no, I thought you meant Craig as in Kent Craig.
No, not Craig, but is it Craig? Mike,
No,
what's
the
what's his name?
Americans just say Craig in a strange way. They say Craig instead of Craig.
Like, they spell it differently as well. That's what I'm saying. I meant the dude from Stone Brewing.
CRAIG.
No, I mean GRE. What's the dude from Stone Brewing called? I thought it was Craig something.
No, it's
it-
Koch. His name's Koch.
Oh, okay.
No, he's.
I
It's
don't
not.
know. I
His
don't know.
name- His name is.
Is it Craig or
I
Greg?
thought it was
What is
Craig.
it?
Craig Stone Brewing. Just let me. Stone Brewing Wiki.
Oh, sorry guys, can I just show you something?
Sure.
as long as you keep your pants on.
I can't promise that. But this is a guy who sent me a couple of bottles of
Zoom in, Thomas.
yeah, go and show the full thing.
Woof.
Yeah. The Kagan Stormax Porter.
Nerke.
This is Nerke Kulturbrygge. This beer was the best rated beer in the world at one stage. And he sent me it because he lives right next to the Nerke breweries, and to actually order this through Systembolaget is impossible. So he just goes to his shop and picks up. He's like, "Oh, I'll send you a bottle or two every year." And
Fuck hell.
I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Beautiful.
So I actually need to film a Swedish review of that because I've only done it in English. So I need a Swedish one.
Quick wave to Waldo. Bye, Waldo.
Bye, Waldo.
Bye-bye.
I agree with you on one thing, James. I once specifically ordered a Stone Brewing from the Stone IPA from the USA, and the motherfuckers from the French website, and the motherfuckers sent me a German one. I still hate them for that.
I get that because you want the original one.
Yeah.
Speaking of the weird stuff, Mike, do you remember a while ago that we talked about the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale OG versus draw style?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. So this had. I told you that the Pale Ale distro here in the Netherlands.
Back in a second, guys.
Cheers in a moment. Everywhere that I look right now, it's the drawed style that has hit distro here in the Netherlands. Not the normal, the slightly lower ABV version. How easy is it to get that in a 12-ounce can in the US?
Like the lower ABV version?
Yeah, the lower ABV, the normal Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
The normal Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, I can probably walk out of my house and come back with some in under 5 minutes. Walking.
Right. But the ABV is how much? 5.4, right?
Yes, sure. Okay, yeah.
So I think that's 5.4, and the draw style is 5% ABV.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I do the beer reviews with Sean, but I am so out of the loop as far as anything and knowledge about anything. I just drink what I like and I go.
I have a theory. Because remember when we talked about Sierra Nevada Bigfoot? We did the
Unfortunately.
Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, dude, that was weird as fuck.
Drinking gasoline. It was horrible.
It was fucking weird. That entire beer just did not make any sense.
It was gross.
But we were talking about the fact that for some weird fucking reason, suddenly out of nowhere, Bigfoot narwhal, barrel-aged narwhal. All these beers from Sharon, bye-bye Douglas. Sierra Nevada, all these beers are suddenly hitting distro in the Netherlands. And we were talking about the idea if that might have been a COVID side effect.
Mhm.
Because they couldn't hit distro enough in America. Now, if it's a draught style, so basically draught like from tap,
Mhm.
is it in any way possible that Sierra Nevada decided to just take all of the barrels that they had for their tap rooms? Because I believe they have several tap rooms, right? Not just the one at the brewery, but they have several, right?
I honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
There,
Well,
yeah, I don't know. I would lie to you if I did.
I would assume that that I think they hit some sort of distro deal for Europe for a lot of their beers that they couldn't just release anywhere in the United States, and just took all of the kegs that they had for whatever kind of tap room they had, be it their own, be it any kind of tap room that they sponsored throughout the US, canned every last single fucking keg they had, shipped it over to to Europe,
Okay.
and sold it as a special variant of Sierra Nevada Pale Ale here.
Yeah, I would find that to be entirely plausible.
Because
I
here's the
why
thing,
wouldn't they?
because draw style is, here's the thing, from Sierra Nevada, it says that available on tap at Sierra Nevada tap rooms. I can get it in a can 1 kilometer from my house, from a supermarket. Something that should only be available at Sierra Nevada tap rooms.
1 kilometer, is that like 50 feet?
Fuck you.
He's doing it again. Oh my god.
I give the fuck up. So anyway, Lars is having
In
a big ball
America,
share tomorrow.
we use feet. This kilometer thing you say too many syllables. Sorry.
I love the fact that basically Mike, while drinking a beer, sitting relaxed back, is like, "Yeah, this is why we fucking do things in America. It's fucking easier, motherfucker."
Well, Thomas,
Yeah.
I'm thinking to do a review maybe.
Yeah.
How long are you thinking to continue for?
I have no
I was-
idea, but I can't promise you anything because your reviews always last like 30 minutes.
Mm.
So I'm not promising you anything, but maybe.
We're still cozy over here.
Yeah, okay,
So-
right. I'll bugger off for half an hour and get this review done then, and I'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. See you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So, Lars is doing a big bottle share tomorrow. 6 guys bringing good beers and good food. I guess we'll drink 20 IPAs and some other styles.
Nice.
How about you drink 20 other styles and some IPAs?
We were supposed to around here. We were supposed to do this tomorrow. The exact same thing, and something just got in the way. We won't be able to do it. Which sucks.
I would love the company. I would love the idea. I would love the fun fact of it, but all of the IPAs.
We
I'm
were
back
gonna do a bunch
back
of-
in a sec, you guys. I'm taking a leak
Yeah.
and get me a new beer. Back
Do
in
it
a
on
sec.
camera. Do it on camera.
Dude, yeah. No, but I understand your point of view. It would have been with Sean, I guess.
Yeah.
I think this is the fun thing. If you really look at it, Sean and Mike are basically Jane, Silent Bob. Your heterosexual life mate.
Sean is absolutely, positively, and completely my best friend. He
I
is
know.
my absolute best friend. He's a fucking great guy, and I give him so much shit because it's fun. But he is fucking what a good person he is. Anyone that thinks he's a good guy, they have no fucking idea. He's a better person than anyone thinks.
I get it, man, dude. Every time I see you guys together, it's like. So I know you don't do the solo reviews, but every now and then Sean does a solo review, right?
hmm
And there's
I
nothing
do.
wrong with
I do
them.
them very rarely.
You
I'm
do
just not
very.
good at it. Sean is the soul of nerd sense. I'm just there for the ride.
No,
It's a
you're
fun
not
thing
there.
for me.
You are so much more. You and I had so many great conversations in the past about so many subjects, but um, the two of you together, there is this chemistry. There is this. So the two of you together is basically literally what Shakespeare said when he said, "We few, we happy few, we band of brothers."
Brothers, yeah.
You know, that's that. There's these people that come together under, well, in Shakespeare's analogy, it would be forced circumstances. I hope for you guys it was not too forced and it was just all.
I think in Shakespeare, I think spiritually and realistically for war, those people are forced. I think that Shakespeare looked at it a little more romantically. I think those people
Mm,
in his mind were like it was for a common cause. I don't think he looked at it as a force, you know.
agreed. I'm just going to make this shitstorm bad, by the way, just so you know. Keep
Go
talking,
ahead.
but everything's going to go to shit in just a couple of minutes.
Go ahead.
Go for it. But yeah, no, but you two together, when you guys, I don't know. It's like when we review together, the three of us, when we do reviews together, I just sit there and sometimes I just sit back and I just watch the two of you do your thing. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but we don't do reviews. We me, you, and Sean. We just do love letters. They're different, you know. And I don't mind it. They're fun. I mean it lovingly. They're we the thing is with three people in the group and all we do is just fuck around for 20 minutes or longer. It's just like hanging out. It'd be like we were sitting around a table, like throwing shit at each other.
Yeah, dude. It's beautiful.
It-
This is why I always love these reviews with you guys.
right.
This is why I suggested at some point in a comment on YouTube, and I think, does Sean handle the YouTube comments?
Yeah, yeah. I've never ever once ever commented on the nerd sense thing.
There you go.
Not
So,
even not even a single time.
so here's the thing, though. So when it comes to the YouTube, I commented to Sean, like, dude, we should we should do the Corbinian and the Vitus in a live stream. We should just go live and just have people interact and comment on it and make it a huge, big, long
Yeah,
love letter. And
yeah, for sure. I think we should
yeah,
definitely do that.
exactly. And if there's somebody that has a kind of a thing with big, long things that have to do with love, it would be Paul, right, Paul?
Wow.
And Paul's not there
Wow.
anymore.
Hmm.
Oh, Paul muted himself. Okay, that's funny. Paul's like, okay, literally, Paul sent me a message. No link, no love. I fucking add him to the stream, and the first thing he does is just mute himself.
Yeah, this thing, and I know some people, like well, especially you say like you and Kyle, like to hype up my contributions to Nerd Sense, but my contribution, Sean does all the work, and I say this, Sean does all of the actual work. If we go to his house, most of the time it's just easier for me to go down to Lowell, even though it's a bit of a drive nowadays. It's not that big a deal, but he sets up everything. He does all of the talking. I just have to talk about the beer. Sean, I walk in, I can just be blind to everything, but Sean
Yeah.
does all the exposition. Sean does the intro, the outro. All I do is just like, this is like caramel. You know, it's all fun. It's fine, but Sean does all the work. Sorry, I burped. But excuse me.
That's cool.
But after it's over, Sean does all the editing. And then Sean does the release. All I do is act like a pantomime monkey and just have a good time.
No,
It's a fun time.
No.
It's a fun time. I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But Sean is the soul of sense. I'm the jester.
So Nerd Sense, for all of you guys who are watching this and who are who hopefully all of my Dutch viewers, because this is on Dutch channel, who still understand my English, especially after 2 beers, working on my 3rd here. Here's the thing. So Sean Hart, the soul, the worker. Every now and then you come into this amalgamation. You come into this coming together of spirits, coming together of souls, coming together of where 2 people are one. Nerd Sense is basically literally one person. It is Mike Sean. It's Sean Mike. It's not one is more than the other, and one does more than the other, and one brings more to the table than the other. In any kind of relationship, whether you're talking about a romantic relationship or something that is platonic, something that is a friendship, something that is more than the sum of its parts, Sean and Mike together is one of the most amazing coming together of brotherhood, coming together of people who adore the same thing. When it comes to beer, when it comes to movies, when it comes to comics, when it comes to being a nerd, when it comes to being a geek, when it comes to objectifying life in a sense of what does it all mean, these 2 are peas in a pod. They're birds and when birds of a feather flock together. All of this kind of fucking bullshit when you want to say it. But these 2 guys together are so great that when Sean does his solo reviews, they make sense. Except for the fact that you can't wonder about the fact, when is Mike going to say what he wants to say and needs to say and bring the picture together? These 2 belong together. And that's just amazing. So Mike, you are as much Nerd Sense as Sean is. And
no, I don't see it. I'm not looking for people to contradict, and I mean this. I love doing Nerd Sense. I love it, and that's why I do it every week. I love it. It's one of my favorite parts of honestly, one of my favorite parts of the week is going to Sean's house and hanging out with my absolute best friend in the world, and just talk about beer. I love it because honestly, without the channel, we would do it anyway. It's not like, but facts are, and I really mean it, facts are, Sean does all the heavy lifting. That's fine. That's fine because he's never complained. Well, he complains a little bit, but
you lift his heart.
Well,
look, dude, just take a compliment and be aware of the fact that
that wasn't a compliment. You were fucking orally fellatiating him for a half a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Listen, I said I love it. I love doing this stuff. So I mean this, but like, if not for Sean, it wouldn't exist. And I think without me, it still would. And I don't mean that in any way. It's more fun. It's more fun the way we do it. But like, when I watch Sean's solo reviews, I'm usually like, fuck, man, I wish I'd thought of it. Like, I get sort of jealous is the wrong word, because it sounds like a shitty thing. But like, when I see him, I'm like, I get like intimidated when I watch solo reviews, because I feel like sometimes like he's really good at this. In my opinion,
learn how to suck less.
Like I feel like and I don't mean this to be shitty because I enjoy doing it, but I'm a little bit of his jester, right? I give him shit. I talk. I get crazy and I say outrageous shit and I get silly, and I think that's what makes Nerd Sense. But I think that Sean by himself would do just as well without me. Honestly, I wouldn't do it at all without him, and I mean that.
But if you're gonna do 2 people, though, you're gonna want someone to do that, because then it just gets really bland quick.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
There's something I can say about you saying that you're the jester, and there's something I can say about the fact that what is a king without a jester? What is the lord without the riposte? What is the thing that where you have these You keep speaking of Sean as he's the leader of the gang, or if he's like the head of the game, or whatever. But if that's
He is.
true,
He
and
is.
no flake towards Sean, because Sean, my fucking god, he is like you, Mike. You guys I speak. I say these things about some people, and when I say it, I mean it. You guys are like a brother from another mother.
Honestly, knowing my mother's her propensity, I probably have other brothers. I don't even know. My mother's not
Yeah, my mom's a whore too.
So there we. So guys.
What is Mike?
Fucking hell.
What Thomas is trying to say, I think, you're both great individuals, but you complete each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Like a good marriage, and I mean it in a good way.
Oh, listen. I would be a better person to be married to Sean, I assure you. Actually, but
wait, what I'm trying to say is are people saying that Douglas is basically Mike and I'm Sean, or what? Or is it the other way around? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Well, the fact is that Sean, me, and Douglas have similar hairlines.
This is true. Why do you think I'm? Why do you think it?
Which hair?
Oh god, Douglas, for the next live stream, do a fucking comb over.
But if you call me Mike, I take it as a compliment.
Okay,
wow.
Cheers, brother.
We got some great comments coming in, by the way.
Hi,
Sure,
welcome
so
back to threebaldingbastards.com.
There we go. So we got fucking shirt saying I'm definitely subscribing to Thomas the Shakespeare or Shakespeare. I'm not gonna Shakespeare.
Well, technically, Henry V said that Shakespeare just wrote it. But I didn't
true.
want to interrupt your fellatiating session.
Thomas the Shakespeare. What more can we get? Cornet saying you should take a look at his OnlyFans. A short saying take a look, and Cornet saying I already subscribed to that, of course, and I gotta say he doesn't disappoint. But even then, what more can we get? So then we're talking about Thomas's fridge cam is excellent quality entertainment, and Thomas fits all sort of clothes as hats to practice every week, especially the mystery hat on Saturdays. It's okay. So,
oh my
there we
god.
go. So first of all, Paul, you're being a little shithead. Turn your cam on.
Hey Thomas, can we go back up to this comment? I'm going to click on something here. And can I ask for some clarification on this one?
Yeah.
Seriously, because I think that Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is like absolutely world-class beer. Am I out of my mind?
It is.
Some people
But I
like to
only
beat
have a broad
animals to
version.
death. I don't know. Like, you're into weird things. I get it.
Fair enough. Good call. I honestly, I think that it's I think it's absolutely world-class beer. I really do. I think
It's one brew I've never liked, and I've had it for I've had it many times over the course of 15 years now or something like that, and I've never liked it.
Fair enough.
And basically, right now, this live stream proves that even beer tubers can be wrong, right, Paul?
Yeah, you're all wrong.
Sure, Paul.
I mean this. I sort of think of there's a few beers, and I brought this up a few times when in our with Thomas, as far as like certain beers being sort of ubiquitous, and like if I'm trying to describe a style, I can just say this beer. If you want this style, try this beer. And if you want his stuff on her, I think there's several of their beers that I think are in that ilk. But as far as American Pale Ale, like I don't think there's a better example, or honestly older example, than Sierra Nevada Pale. I think it's. I
drink Zombie Dust every day of the week over that.
So
Zombie Dust?
I think
Zombie
Dust.
Is that what you said?
Paul?
Hey, I'm going to let you go. I'm going into bad reception. I'll be back.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
okay. Okay.
So basically, if you ever live stream with Paul, 8 out of 10 times this happens.
Oh yeah.
2 out of 10 times two times out of 10 his connection is amazing, And after about a half an hour, you're like, oh my God, why did I let him in here? Why is this not one of those 8 out of 10?
Listen, I've only been a part of it the strange few times he's been on, and that guy believes what he says. I don't feel like any time when he's been controversial that he's trolling. He believes what he says. I respect that.
No, but actually, Paul, Paul would love me for saying that. Paul is a genuine great a-hole in the best ways, and he just stands what he stands for. He believes what he believes, and he will always preach it. And if other people say, I don't agree with you, he will say, well, you know what? That's awesome for you.
But I don't give a fuck.
I sometimes forget the fact that Mike controls this. Sorry, I sometimes forget the fact that Mike controls this live stream, and he can do whatever he wants. And sometimes my comments go where he puts comments, and I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? Thomas Falaciate's not my thing. I saw him taking some beer from a gusher one. PTSD stuff. So I have this weird thing as soon as I have it. Oh, kitty.
Oh, kitty. Yeah, kitty.
I'm so glad I used the right word there.
You didn't say pussy.
Oh, God. You had to.
Oh, behave.
Dude, I really need to be careful here because, anyway, yeah.
Ivana Hamsalat?
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Ivana Hamsalat.
Like, I was immediately thinking of Blofeld, and you guys got immediately, like, I was thinking of, what's his name from the Halloween franchise there? Donald Pleasance.
Yeah.
Donald Pleasance played Blofeld, and I think of like Tully Savalas and stuff like that. That's what I think.
Tully Savalas. Yeah. That's old school, man. Tully Savalas with the lollipop in his mouth.
Yeah. But I was thinking more of in Bond.
So if you're talking about that, when you and Thomas are going to do another live stream about movies and that sort of things, I really like those ones.
How about next time you join us?
Yeah.
Do it. Perhaps sometimes. Yeah.
There's no perhaps. This is going to happen. Sunday, we're gonna pick a movie and we're gonna watch it. And we're gonna
also maybe next year. Why don't we do a live meetup around Oktoberfest, where we're all drinking Martens and lagers and.
Sorry, Johan.
With Sean and Matt and
I'm
Ryan.
Game. I'm totally game. But as for the movie thing.
Ryan.
So if you want to do that, Ryan, freaking Kyle.
I mean Kyle.
I thought you meant Ron Jeremy. But about the movie thing, we could do that. We should just pick a movie and go for it. But what kind of movie? Because
this Sunday isn't possible for me because I'm going to a soccer. No, I'm going to a soccer match. Sorry.
It's soccer sucks and football does as well. You're here. Anyway.
Soccer and football are the same thing. They both suck, to be fair. I win.
Sports suck.
But I do really like the new lineup for the how do you call it? Snoop Dogg is in it and Eminem. The halftime of the Super Bowl.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, 2022. With Snoop.
And Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige.
Okay, so we're talking about football with American dude, and he has no idea about the halftime show, and two Dutch guys.
No. I know about the halftime show. I just don't know why you guys give a shit about it.
We do not. He brought it up.
But I do like hip hop, so. Jeremy. Seriously?
Yeah, no, he has a picture. I know this.
Is that the real one?
That's the real one. Yeah.
But how was Ron Jeremy feeling?
Bye, Sjoerd.
He looked like he was going to die, to be fair.
But he should be proud that he is on a picture with you, man.
Well, my brother and I went to a liquor store to buy something, and he was just in there.
Oh yeah. Except
So
for
he likes
Chroma
booze.
films, he's
Basically,
pretty much
no,
a
basically-
failed porn actor. He's not going to be thriving and surviving.
Dude,
Well, no,
you
he-
just basically, but you just described Ron Jeremy in a nutshell. I went somewhere and Ron Jeremy was in it.
Touche. Well, he was selling rum. Like he was there, like
Selling.
he was selling rum called Ron de Jeremy. In Spanish, Ron is rum. I don't know how it is, but like they have Ron de Jeremy, and so like me and my brother were like, all right.
Okay, but
Would you drink anything after seeing him that was like ode to Jeremy? Because I wouldn't. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going to
Listen,
put that in my mouth.
After I stood a foot away from the guy, I went to a shower. To be fair,
I would
But-
like
but
to
you-
point out in all of the time that I've known Paul, for Paul to say I'm not going to take that into my mouth is actually really
Yeah.
something
Wait,
very rare.
That probably would be the
Very
first time ever.
but
So
you were
that
re-
says a lot.
you were really lucky, Mike, because he was into beer and not into you.
I wish.
But that's why we have Keith though, so that's good.
I mean, I don't worry. I pogo stick an old 70s Ron Jeremy when he was in shape a little bit. Yeah, that's all right.
Was he in shape ever? Really?
Fair enough.
Okay.
There's
Weren't
a reason why
we-
they call- there's a
weren't we
reason why they
jealous-
call him the hedgehog?
Weren't we jealous of back then?
No.
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 Paul. Paul,
There's a difference between admiring and being jealous of how it's never jealous.
yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Hey, but Paul,
Yes.
first of all, welcome back. And second
Hello.
of all,
Sorry, my internet cut out when I was driving, so I had to wait for it to come back.
but second of all, excuse me for being rude. Welcome to the stream, Paul.
Well, hello.
Wait, dude, Paul, have you ever been treated this nicely by a fellow beer tuber?
No.
One of them sucked me off once. That was different.
I'm gonna lose my job over this.
How do I end this? Hold on, let me find this end stream.
Just end, you know what? If you click end, honestly, if you click end stream right now, I'm not even gonna be mad.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'll be good from now on.
No.
I'm lying.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody's still waiting for Thomas to pair beers with music. So I find that so. I know there are people out there who do it, but I find it so incredibly metaphysical because beer
shit.
is a state of mind. I can like a beer one day and love it the other day and hate it the day after that. The same goes with music. Beer is so incredibly meta for me that I can't just say I'm going to pair beer with music.
But then name one beer you couldn't live without, and one song you couldn't live without. They don't. Don't
No, I
have to
can't
match.
because it depends on my state of mind.
Okay.
I can't.
True.
I can't say that because there's beers that I sometimes really
I mean,
wish
I'm
I
sure
had.
you could maybe say one style that you maybe couldn't live without, and one genre that you couldn't live
Yeah.
without.
That's a good one, Paul. Yeah.
There you go. I couldn't
style
live without
would-
Imperial
style
Stout
would-
to Black Death Metal. So there you
The
go.
style- there you go. The style would be beer, and the style would be music.
The style would be music. That you don't cop out. The style is
No.
beer. Beer is the style. Do not
Okay.
cop out.
The style
Should
I couldn't go without. The style that I could not go without is.
Should I go first, Thomas?
Probably imperial stouts, or barley
Yeah.
wines, or barley wine, or No, see, that's the thing. I already get flaky right now.
No, because
All right.
barley wines, I can't have barley wines until they're aged because usually they're just a hot mess when they're fresh. So I'd still
That's
say
a good
imperial
point.
stout.
That's a good point. So probably you raise a good point there. And when it comes to music style, the music style I can't do without would be
Yeah, Euro trip hop. I know you, Thomas. You're weird.
no. If I'm going to say this, you're going to hate me.
I already do, so it's okay.
80s power ballads.
Wow, you are pretty
Yeah,
loopy, aren't you?
yeah. You're retarded,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking 80s power ballads, man.
Without you.
No, I mean, I'm talking about John Bon Jovi. I'm talking about. What I'm talking about Journey's "Don't Stop Believing."
You know what? That's the thing.
Hold on.
You sure you haven't heard that enough in life? Really? It's played like every 20 seconds on the radio.
What song were you just singing there?
Believing.
Hold on. What song was he just singing there? Were you just singing Badfinger?
No.
What song was he just singing a minute ago?
Can't
was
live
singing-
I can't live living without you.
Oh, that was Paul was singing that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's from like '73, man. That's not '80s power ballads.
There you go. So you
Badfinger.
see, Paul
I'm just
sucks.
making fun of Thomas, Mr. Aficionado. Asshole.
My shitty band covered that song.
But then, Mike, what's your favorite beer style and music style?
Oh Jesus, my favorite beer style.
Yeah, I guess if you say it that way, then people aren't so weird because they don't want to lose Journey for some fucking reason. So you just say favorite. What's your favorite?
It's your favorite.
I listen. I'm not joking. Like I mean, you see cars behind me and stuff. I do play music like on purpose. But
Probably sad.
That's fair. No, I don't know what I would say. Like, because I really like when I first started in music as a person. Like when it became like not what my parents listened to, what I wanted to. It was Black Sabbath, it was Ozzy and Led Zeppelin, and it was very much like sort of like.
Wait a
70s
second. Then what do your parents listen to? Because that's what my dad listens to.
70s rock.
No, listen. I'm not that much younger than my parents. That's how fucking dumb they were.
They got impregnated when they were 3.
They were 16.
Yeah.
Not that.
Okay.
So my parents are still in their mid 50s, and I'm almost 40. So.
Yeah.
So I mean, but what I mean is like my mother was at the time when I was younger, listening to a lot of like Madonna and like 80s sort of pop.
I don't know if my mom's ever been a virgin.
Oh my God, Paul.
Put it this way, I'm dead serious. When I say this, I remember my mother turning 21. I remember it. I remember it vividly. I remember being with my cousin and telling her that she was 44 and she was 21 and pissed because 21 they're just children at that age.
She's still in the age that I could probably slam your mom. That's pretty good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, Paul.
Wow.
I would like to say, by the way, I just lost my job. I got the text message.
You can go back on the street again. You made more money doing that anyway.
Wow.
I'm not.
Whoa.
Well, no, the thing is, like my parents listen to like their own shit. I don't know, but my dad, a lot of what I listened to was maybe shaped from my dad, but my dad listened to like Hank Williams too. To be fair, and I don't listen to that.
What's wrong? Nothing wrong with Hank Williams, son. Oh, fuck your face.
Look, you want to talk about music?
I'm not arguing. I just don't like. It's not my deal.
We're not talking about CCR.
But it is. He did say something that was actually very important. That moment when you stop listening to what your parents listened to and you listen to your own shit.
Yeah,
that is a pinnacle moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. You know what You know why it was a pitiful moment? Because pitiful. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I was talking to him, not you. But whatever.
Fuck off, because it's my stream. I can kick you out of here. Dude, Paul, I can kick you out of the bullshit if I want to.
That's fine. I'm almost at work anyway. That's cool.
Why is it a pitiful moment? Because 20 years after you discovered what you want to listen to, you start listening to your parents' music again, and you realize, holy shit, they were right.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they freaking were.
I'm back.
And
I'm back to the point now where I'm buying all the stuff that my dad listened to on vinyl, and I'm like, this is way better than other stuff.
Right. I'm
Yeah,
listening
exactly.
I'm re-listening to Status Quo. I'm re-listening to CCR. I'm re-listening to things like
Yeah, man.
Oh my God! I'm realizing.
I mean,
all
I
the-
never stopped listening to it, but this now I'm actually
Well,
going and trying to find it, like seek it
And,
out.
like, but there's a difference between listening and listening, and suddenly I realized freaking Susie Q, stuff like shit like Fortunate Son. I'm suddenly
Yeah.
realizing
Great
Yeah.
songs. Yeah, man.
how amazing this. Oh, by the way, Paul, here's your fellatio. Here's your fellatio.
You remember
Well, that was
that you remember that TV series? What was it called? Tour of Duty.
Yeah.
Oh, great music. Yeah, man.
Amen.
Paul, what's your age?
I'm 39. I'll be 40 here this December.
Yeah, Paul
Oh,
and I are
man.
the same.
But I just
couldn't-
slammed a 58-year-old, so it's still in that area. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, Paul, still have some interesting memories of your last birthday.
Oh yeah.
What,
Yeah.
Oh
but-
yeah.
but
That
Mike-
was interesting. Yeah.
Mike? What
Yeah.
beer and what music style? Come on, man.
I mean, I don't know because I really like. I hate to say like I listen to a lot of stuff I do, but it's not everything. I don't listen to like R&B, and I don't listen to.
Nothing wrong with some old R&B, Motown, good stuff.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
Motown.
rephrase. 90s R&B. I don't listen to that. But yeah, old school stuff. Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of stuff, man. Actually, you know what? I'll be really stupid about it. If you took the Beatles from me, I would kill you. If you took the Beatles, I would kill you.
Overrated.
Yeah,
No.
I disagree because
I know you would because you're a hipster.
but I'm literally not a hipster.
I love that album. It's so nice.
No, I don't know. Please please me. Please please me opens with I saw her standing there, and it closes with Twist and Shout. Sorry, done.
My favorite Beatles song is still "I Want You."
The Beatles are amazing. The Beatles are fantastic. And if you ever
And
saw
"Fool on the Hill" is
movie-
really good too.
If you saw the movie, what was that movie again?
Yesterday.
No, not Yesterday. That's
All my
talking about the
troubles
other-
seem so
no.
far.
Yesterday is about this guy where the Beatles. I'm talking about this movie like Mamma Mia, where it's like a musical.
Oh yeah,
Abba.
Across the Universe.
Oh my God, Across the Universe. Oh my God. There is this beautiful scene in that movie that just still breaks my heart. They're using the song "I Want to Hold Your Hand." And this is all set in like the 60s, right? The 60s and the 70s.
That's when the
And
music
there's-
comes from.
Yeah, I know, but there's this movie, and it's set in America. Jesus, Paul. How about you just not, Paul? How about you not have a quit for like one moment? Just
You
listen.
can't do that. Sorry, son. It's against the rules.
No. You're my
Trash.
You're my fortunate son. And there's this scene, and this girl is sitting on the bleachers, and she sings "I Want to Hold Your Hand," and she's looking at the field, the football field, and there's this football player there. There's the team. And she's singing, "I Want to Hold Your Hand." And suddenly the football player walks away, and she's still looking at the field. And on the field, there's still this one cheerleader. There's just still this one girl. And suddenly you realize she wasn't singing to the guy. She was singing to the other girl.
Bunch of dykes.
And that's Paul being incapable of processing emotions. But
I hate emotions. They're full of feelings.
Paul's like, I don't do love anymore. I was betrayed too often. I do not do this shit anymore.
Paul,
I've changed.
I'm done.
I know the song. I know the song. I would never get rid of.
Whoa, one song. Wow.
Well, you're talking about like my.
No. I want to hear the one song.
Well, December 1963.
Wow.
You know it?
Nope. Not
Nope.
off the top of
Rings
my
a
head.
bell vaguely, but like, explain though your reasoning, please do.
Because it just makes me happy, man. It's a song that it starts off with a really great drum part. It opens with a great piano piece. It's written by Bob Gaudio. It's Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, December 1960. What a night!
No, but
It's a great.
yeah.
That might be my favorite song. That might be my favorite song.
So one of the things that I love about the Beatles is that they understood simplicity. And what I love
True.
about the Beatles, so I sort of sang into the background just now, is Ticket to Ride. And
Yeah.
all you get is like this guitar going do do da 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 da, and then the vocalist starts. I think I'm gonna be sad. I think it's the day. Yeah. And in the meantime, all the music, all the guitars, it's a simple drum. There's nothing complicated. It's just like boom, boom, and everything is simple and everything is basic, and the entire song works because the Beatles realized if you downplay it, if you keep it easy, if you keep it simple, but you do it well. It's like cooking. It's like making a dinner. You can take 20 ingredients and you can fuck it up. But you take 4 or 5 ingredients and you know what you're doing and you can create a masterpiece.
Yeah. Well, the
And
weirdest
same
thing
with
though is
music.
like less than 5 years before that area, it was 2 guys or 3 guys sitting on a beach with a drum and a broken ukulele was the pop singer. So
Yeah.
simplicity does
True.
work, but I just thought
Why-
so the funny thing is I just thought about a meme as soon as you said that. You know the thing about the Beatles? It was simplicity. And then I just see AC/DC standing underneath him going, bitch, what?
Yeah,
'Cause
dude, AC fucking DC.
He's the most simplistic. Like, it's so funny. I'm going to make a stew. I'm going to put these 3 things in it and make the stew. And that's what we do. And that's what they did.
Every AC/DC song, the first 2 seconds of every AC/DC song, and I wanted to say thong almost, thong. And then there's the AC/DC thong. AC/DC song, the first 3 seconds, and you know that's AC/DC.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
challenge.
But now I've got it.
If anyone wants to call AC/DC easy, well, fair enough.
I
challenge anyone. I challenge anyone who plays guitar to play TNT and sing the oi, oi, oi along with it. I guarantee it. You can't do it.
Dude, me, when we're together in the States, when I come over, we're going to do it because I guarantee you, we'll nail it.
Well, because I'll play guitar and you'll sing it. That's fine.
No,
I'm
you
saying
gotta do it at the same time.
to do it at the same time is extremely fucking hard. It is
No,
extremely hard.
I'll do it.
Actually, it's not impossible because I know one guy who does it quite a bit. He's in
Yeah,
AC/DC.
Oh, but I'm saying it's hard. But that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. Those guys are talented, man. Fucking
They are talented, but
They're
that's what you know. Why I'm going to nail it. I'm going to toot my own
But-
horn here. And Paul now has these mental images in his head. And he's going like, "Oh, I'm seeing Thomas tooting his own horn." There we go. I can do it. I know I can do it. So yeah,
But simple doesn't mean that they aren't talented.
No,
Yeah.
no. And Angus Young, in the way that he effortlessly moves from major pentatonic to minor pentatonic when he's playing his solos, that's not easy. It's not like
It isn't.
as far as if you want to learn what he's doing and imitate it. Okay, sure. You cannot do the same thing. You just can't.
no, but
you're
that's
not also
the
fucking
trick.
high as
That's
hell
the-
at the same time. So
That's
you got to
the
do
trick
that
about-
too.
They're simple, and the trick is making it simple and making it look easy.
So I like when people say about Van Halen, they're trying to do the solos and they can't do it because they're not fucking drunk.
Like,
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, he was so drunk when he did it. That's why it's really hard to replicate him.
Well, Van Halen too. Van Halen was also very
Gotcha.
very nimble fingered. He was very lazy. That's why all his
Nipple.
guitar solos.
Say that
They-
again
they all-
slow. Nipple finger. Nice.
Nimble. But
Nipple finger.
Oh my god!
no matter what key the song was in, as soon as it came to the guitar solo, it switched to A or E. Which, if you play guitar, you know that's the easiest key to play in.
I don't really like when people talk to me about notes and shit. I don't like that. It's not my thing.
That's why I am
Like
a
Yeah, that's the
chords
thing.
and
You have
stuff.
to realize we're talking about Paul. He's not into notes. He's into nuts.
Nuts.
I'll be
These
back in a
nerds.
sec, you guys. I'm using my other phone. Back in a sec.
Okay. We started playing our shit back in like 96, 95, 96. So we've been playing a long time, but I still don't understand what a note is, and I don't want to.
Me
I
neither,
don't want
dude.
to.
I sing. That's the thing. I sing in a band. I got my. We're gonna
I'm
have
thinking
our
a
first.
band.
No, we're gonna have our first gig in like 2 years, year and a half. No, year and a half.
Do it and
Not
enjoy
this
it.
weekend, but next weekend. I'm gonna enjoy it. But it's like the people. They're like, "Can you do this? Can you do that note? Can you sing?" Like they're using technical terms to explain what I should
Huh?
do with my voice, and I'm just sitting there going, "What do you mean? I just do the thing. I just go ha 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 ha."
They have
Yeah,
an
that's what you need. Yeah.
arpeggio in your pants.
Yeah, and then they're gonna go like that's the technical term we just used. I'm like, okay, good
Okay,
for
that's
you.
cool. I do the thing where I go. Yeah, that's it.
I make the noise with the vocal cords, and
Yeah,
if there's
exactly.
a
See,
technical
that's the
term
nice thing
for
is
it,
I don't have to worry about
yay.
fucking singing. I vocalize. That's
You
different.
vocalize, yeah. I so
Because when you're doing black death metal, you don't scream, you don't sing, you vocalize.
yeah.
Because if you yelled or screamed, you wouldn't have fucking vocal cords in about 10 minutes. It's nice.
Somebody asked me like the other day, "What do you do in the band?" I'm like, "I'm the singer." That means you don't have any talent; you just have vocal cords.
Yeah. I just got this thing. I got an extra set I got from hell.
Yeah, it
I had
goes
to
like,
sacrifice a couple cats, but I got
"Ah."
there, and then that's what I use.
Yeah.
I just pull
You
them
know
out of
what
a bag and put it in front of
You
the
know what?
microphone.
You know what I have? I have something that makes the neighbors knock at my door, going like, "Shut the fuck
Oh
up!"
yeah,
And
you do.
I don't even have to plug it into the fucking electrical systems. No, that literally happened. That literally happened.
I know.
I was like 5 minutes away from a live stream. Was about to go online, and the neighbors knocked at the door, going like, "Could you stop singing?"
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't singing. Oh shit, I was, but I was.
That's
drunk.
why I like not having neighbors. It was so much nicer not having neighbors now. I
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that I live about a half a mile away from the first cabin. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That's nice.
Man.
And nobody's
Douglas
in that first cabin too, so you got to go like another half a mile, and then you can maybe
Yeah.
see somebody. I like that because I used to live in. We did the band in the middle of Barrack where I grew up, and there was two things that you knew practice was over because we practiced in this trailer, this burnout trailer we had, and I had an extension cord running from the one place to it for power. So there's two ways I knew that brand practice was over. You get a knocked on a door from the neighbors bitching, or the power just automatically shuts off, and we're just left in this dark room at night going, whoop, I guess it's over, because that's when my dad goes out and fucking unplugs the power cord going, fuck this, guys. Boosh. I'm like, oh, we're done.
Only thing I got from that entire story was that I know for a fact that Paul has a lot of experiences with dark rooms.
Yes, dark rooms and touchy uncles.
Touchy uncles. Yeah, serious. Oh my god.
I'm a worldly man.
Well,
Yeah,
that
I
explains the
know.
black metal.
There you go.
Very black metal is yeah.
Cornet's chiming in. Well, in the end, music is all about the blend of musicians and instruments. It's the talents that work together, and if it doesn't, you'll notice it immediately. Music is drugs. That's what it is.
But Paul.
Yeah.
Take a guess. What kind of music do I like and what kind of beer?
You like music and you like beer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know. I would have to say, I mean, if I had to take a guess, because I try to see the best in everybody, but usually they ruin it for me. But I just want to say, I would probably just go right to the straight heavy metal genre, and you like Belgian beer. Like Tripel and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I do like
maybe.
I do like Belgian beers. That's for sure.
That
But,
was just a real quick guess because you caught me off guard by talking to me.
Yeah, okay. Oh, no
That's
problem.
what people do. They talk to
my
me and they go,
favorite-
whoa.
My favorite beer is perhaps a barrel aged stout.
Oh,
But
yeah.
a four core stout, also very good. But my
Mhm.
favorite kind of music, you're way off there.
Yeah.
I do like the 70s rock. I like the music from my father. My father passed away a few years, but I really like the 70s and rock music
Yeah.
and the 60s. But my main music is still hip hop and R&B. And
there you go.
Yeah, and then mainly from the 80s.
That's how I see it. I try to see the best in people, but they keep ruining it. And there you go. That's it. I try to. So I try to disclaimer.
But in my defense, I also do like rock music, and especially the component between hip hop and rock, like Limp Bizkit, Cypress Hill.
Boy, that's horrible. Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
No, that's not
you-
horrible, man.
No,
I
I'm
was
just curious, dude.
I was just playing
Douglas.
Cypress Hill to my kids on the phone going to school. Just like last week or the week before that. I was singing Insane in the Membrane and I was playing it on the phone. They're like, Dad, so what are you doing?
But I'm kind of curious though, Douglas, did your Red Hat ever get a bad rep from these critics?
What? Again?
See, there you go. If you didn't get that one, you're not into hip hop. There you go. You're not into the hip
Fred
hop that you
Durst,
think
Red Hat.
You mean
Or
like
he didn't hear
Red
you.
Hat Kingpin or what?
Did the Red Hat get? Did your Red Hat get a bad rap from these critics? That's what it was. It was the biscuit, and we were riffing
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I know what Mike's thinking about. We were bitching on.
I did it all for the nookie. Huh.
Yeah, you get that cookie, stick it up your whack.
I stick it up your stick it up your
I thought it was so funny because they had this thing called Kids Bop or whatever, where it's kids doing songs, popular songs. And like one of those was Limp Bizkit. And I was like, this is not a kid's song to be singing on a kid's thing. I'm just saying. I know it says cookie, but not cookies are all fun time. That's how you get touched by uncles. Like,
this
that's
actually
not good.
happened. This happened in one of those Dutch X Factor idol thing TV shows, right? And in the pre-rounds, and she never got through to the first round, but there was this one woman, and she didn't know English to any degree, and she was just standing there singing that one song, "My neck, my back, lick my
pussy and my crack."
Yeah, that one. And at some point, the judges were just listening to it, and they were like, "Are you aware of what you're singing?" And she was just standing there, "No,
I don't speak English.
I don't speak English. It's just fun."
No, the best part is Richard Cheese does a very, very great version of that song, but it's a cappella, it's like lounge singing. So he's like, my neck, my back, lick that pussy and my crack, and my neck, and it's so good. It's all your bitches pop your pussy like this. Come on now, don't you? It's so good.
This live
it is the best. Richard Cheese does great. He does Down with the Sickness and everything, and he does great versions of it.
Down with the Sickness is a great song, man.
Ooh,
yeah.
After you guys realize we should all be singing right now. Right? It's October 1st. There's one song that we should all be singing.
Oops, I did it again.
No, it's October 1st. The only song we should all be singing right now is "Wake Me When September Ends." We're gonna wake this dude up, man.
But September already ended, so why should you sing that song?
It's October 1st. September ended. Wake me when September ends.
Yeah, but September already ended, so why do you have to sing the song?
Because right now we need to wake him because September, dude.
I want to party like it's 1999. It's the same fucking thing. We'll just sing that. Fuck it.
Jeez, Douglas.
A little late.
Here is something you can understand.
Yeah, you know what I don't understand? And I don't understand your slowness right now.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, dear God. Yeah.
I don't know if you'll ever see this in your area, but I had a Castile beer here recently, and it was
nice.
it was garbage. It was a nitro beer. It was like a nitro strong.
Oh, you mean those?
And it was a chocolate nitro beer, and it was the worst thing I've ever had. It just tasted like very fake, like cherry Tootsie Pops, and that's it. And it was garbage. It was 11%, but it was garbage. I mixed it. I tried to get through the 6-pack by mixing it with my 4-pack of Bourbon County brand stouts, and you could still just taste that cherry Tootsie Pop through the Bourbon County. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! I mean, it was a rough little session.
I still have a Castile beer in my possession, which I received from Thomas, and it's a vintage one from 2009.
Believe me, I want to try Castile, and that's why I bought it. But unfortunately, that was the wrong one to buy.
But there's Castile and there's Castile, and Castile hasn't been Castile for 15 years or so.
Well, they got bought out, didn't they?
I don't know, man. All I know is you don't want to get their new stuff because it's just sugar water, and the nitro shit is just basically horrendous.
Yes,
you want to
it
get
is.
their old stuff.
That's why I do beer reviews, so I can check it out and tell people, hey, avoid this or do this or do that. Yeah, that's the fun part.
So it's just a gimmick, nothing more.
Yeah, it's all gimmicks. It's all gimmick garbage.
It's all gimmicks. And as for Cornet, by the way, who's saying, all right, I know I hated on Thomas jokes before, but this one's really fucking bad. Yes, I'm a Green Day fan. But, Cornet, I was thinking about getting another beer.
When masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking loaded.
Yeah. I think Cornet, the beer that I was thinking about getting something from one of my favorite breweries. It's called Puhaste.
Puhaste. That's what you're trying.
The hate's going to come in like a couple of seconds. Sorry.
I never saw them, but the first gas station, I didn't expect this. The first gas station I ever went to when I was in Germany was Rammstein. And I was like, oh, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
And then we all bought big ass bottles of Bitburger and we're driving down the street drinking Bitburger. I'm like, I'm really not used to this. Like none of this is I'm used to. Like driving down the street drinking beer. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I did see In Extremo when I was in Germany. So I did see them for a little bit, which is the people before Rammstein, basically, where they kind of ripped them off. But it was interesting. But I think the best band I saw when I was there was Fiddler's Green. It was a German-Irish folk rock band that was fucking awesome. They're Germans, but they speak, sing in English and stuff, but it's an Irish theme and it's pretty fucking awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really good.
Have you ever been to Hellfest or something or not?
I went to Kings of Black Metal when I was in Augsburg, Germany, and it was fucking amazing. And it was really funny because I had to yell at the stage for a while.
Cheers, Mike.
Because one of the last bands that were there that really kicked ass was Inquisition. They're from fucking New Jersey. So I was like, I didn't travel fucking 10,000 miles to see two fuck faces like you from New Jersey. So I'm screaming at them because I saw them like a year before, and I talked to them when they played in Hershey or Allentown. So I was like, oh my fucking god, what the hell? Like it was one of those moments. And then we were talking with other people there that could speak English and stuff, and we were shooting the shit. And he's like, "Oh, of course, the best band here is they're from America." And I was like, "Well, that's how we roll, son. That's how we do things."
Yeah, baby.
It was good. It was good times. It was really fun.
Bright light.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hey, James, remember when we sat down and had that cup of coffee? What was that waiter's name? Jean-Luc. It was nice. We did. James and I sat down and had a lovely cup of coffee that one day, and it was just very nice.
Oh, was that before you got in the taxi? Because I helped you change your money.
Yeah. That's when we were talking about my finances and how I need to get my life together. It was great.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is something that James loves to do. He likes to talk about finances and getting your life together financially.
But Paul,
then you're sitting there and you're like, I feel shit now.
Well, Paul, the main question is, did you get your life together?
No. Fuck no. It wouldn't even worse since then.
Dude,
this is the thing I love about this. Is the thing I love. Paul just says it like it is. Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna like when you drop an overbaked
cookie, get it together.
Like it hits the floor and just goes, ah. That's me.
No, but in seriousness, I hope you guys don't feel bad. I feel bad.
Why are we feeling bad?
You're just James gives us financial advice and then we feel bad.
Well,
no, of course not. We're feeling bad because we're just basically looking into a bright light, not looking into our screens anymore.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just going to set up my upload and then I'll reposition. So
you do like it when you reposition, yeah.
You know when the world ends? At that time when Paul gets his life together.
Yeah, I was like, oh, everything's worked out for me now. Baboosh.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
I fucking won the lottery. Kaspoosh. And we're dead.
Kadoosh.
Badoosh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, my life. I'll make sure for that, just for you guys. I'll never get my life together, just to save you guys.
Please don't.
Okay.
You need to be
Because I
entertained.
care. I'm a caring person.
I know you care.
Yeah, you are.
I'm nice.
But you only care for yourself, doesn't it?
I really care for myself. Fuck you guys. But other than that, it's really great.
Paul,
This is why we love. This is why we love Paul. I'm just going to go and get my. I'm just going to go and get my cola. I'll be back in a second.
Oh no,
Cola.
I have to walk in here soon and be like a boss and stuff. That's not.
I was
gonna be
about
fun.
to ask you because you mentioned like a while ago you were on your way to work, and I suddenly realized.
Well, I mean, I swung in here early. I don't need. Everything's already planned for today, so I don't need to walk right in there and stuff.
Okay.
Get on the
I'm
clock.
just-
I mean, there's
was just
sometimes that I need to, but I don't need to today. So I just took the little time to walk out here in the good reception and shoot the shit for a bit.
Shoot shade.
I mean, not like I'd never do that on the fucking clock or anything, but just
Yeah,
saying.
You would
Yeah.
though. You would.
No.
You're not. You would say that out loud on YouTube Live.
No.
You would,
No.
yeah, you would.
No.
Yeah.
But Paul, what are you drinking, man?
I'm not drinking anything. I'm at work.
Dude,
I was just
you
drinking
just said
coffee.
you went to work.
What? Why are you
Yeah.
going to work?
Yeah, I'm at work right now.
Sorry, I love that. Paul is just basically talking about I'm at work. I'm going to work. I'm going to do my job. I'm going to go to work.
Sorry.
Doug,
That's all right.
I think Douglas is more concerned why he's not drinking at work. I think that's.
Well,
true.
Just not now. Like, it's just one of those
And when
things.
in
That was
all
my
fairness,
old job.
though,
That was my old life. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, in all fairness, we're talking about.
I tell you what, I just
Paul,
had two beers from two completely different styles of brewery because I'll talk about beer quick that just floored me. I bought the new Founders beer, which was Nemesis, a barley wine style ale with dark malts, whatever. And then I bought a Gaffel Kolsch. And the Founders beer was such fucking garbage. It wasn't a bad beer, but to the style wise, the Nemesis was fucking garbage. It was like a black IPA. It didn't know what the fuck it was doing. It was just blah, 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 blah. And then I cracked open that Gaffel Kolsch, and it was just so fucking nice. It was complete. I have so much better time drinking this than this. It's just so crazy. One was 11.2 and crazy and whatever, but that Kolsch was just so much more enjoyable overall to drink.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah,
Old school beer for the win.
And I drink everything room temperature, and that Kolsch at room temperature was still just fucking perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Beautiful. And it's so the mouthfeel, even though it's a Kolsch, very thin, obviously, the mouthfeel just was so creamy at the same time. It just like something, it just like disappeared in my mouth. Like, where'd it go? Fuck, that was great. It was so just amazing. I look like a penis.
nice, man.
Caveat: things do tend to disappear in Paul's mouth.
Is that his dick or what?
The Scottish wiener.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, there's
I'll be
something
right
about that can because I made sure I got it in the can too to make sure it was nice and fresh, and something about that Kolsch was just fucking amazing. Well, it is from Cologne, and I had some Kolsch before in Cologne that was awesome too. So I had some in Bonn and Cologne that was nice, but it wasn't Gaffel, I don't believe.
Is there
It was-
one of those? Is there one of those things where you can only call it a Kolsch if it's made in Cologne? Is that a thing?
Yeah, it started in Cologne, so I don't know. If you can call it. I think you can call it because in Bonn they still called it Kolsch.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, one of the things that's one of the comments that annoys me most with some of my Japanese reviews that I've got, because the Japanese love Kolsch beer. There's so many Japanese craft breweries do Kolsches.
I love Kolsch.
Like, it's not
Kolsch.
Yeah, no, but see, the thing is, you get so many folk like, it's not a Kolsch unless it's brewed in Cologne, and it's like, well, no shit. It just annoys me. It's just like, state the obvious. And usually, the thing is, it's usually Americans that do it, and I'm like, I know this.
Well, I'm a piece of shit. What are you trying to say? Anyway, I gotta get going, guys. Love you. Kisses.
See you later, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye, man.
Mm.
I really do love the lager style beers.
Oh yeah, Kolsch actually isn't a lager though.
It's
Kolsch is
nice.
an ale.
It's high fermented, right?
Yeah,
It-
actually,
it-
because I thought it was a lager too, but apparently not. Yeah.
No, no,
Because
no.
the alt beer,
It's
the alt
made.
beer
It's
isn't
made with
either.
ale yeast. It's
Mm.
made with
Mhm.
ale yeast, but it is cold fermented still. Isn't that true? Isn't that how it works?
Perhaps you're right.
I don't know
Yeah.
where the bar. I don't know. I honestly don't know where the line is, because it's usually
Yeah.
top ferment, because it's to do with the temperature of the
Yeah.
difference between top fermenting and bottom fermenting yeast. Bottom fermenting yeast ferment between 8 to 12 degrees, and I think top fermenting yeasts are 14 to 18 or something like this. So that's
Yeah.
that's it.
Well, I know
I think.
Kolsch is one of those weird. It's one of those weird styles that is like not what you think. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it is an ale. It's top fermented.
Yeah,
It's
because the alt beer, yes, the other one, that's an
oh,
ale too.
All
it's
beer is
it's
also nice. Yeah, man.
Kolsch is warm fermented with top fermenting yeast, and then conditioned at cold temperatures like a lager.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Okay.
Because there's a
Oh.
big rivalry between those three cities. You've got Köln for the Kölschs, Dusseldorf is the alt beers, and then Dortmund. You've got the Dortmunder Helles, and it's only the Dortmunder
Yeah.
Helles that is a lager beer, but the Dortmunder Helles tends to be more hoppy than the Munich Helles, for example. The Munich Helles is a more bready sort of thing. And of
Multi-forward.
course,
Yeah.
yeah, and of course you've
Wait,
got the
Renee.
Czech, you've got the Czech Svetli as well, which is a kind of is basically a Helles. It's like the Czech Helles essentially.
Am
Yeah.
I the only one who I just very quickly? I went to the bathroom, Paul
thank you.
left, and suddenly we're actually having an intellectual, interesting, factual talk about beer again. That says a lot, doesn't it?
Mhm.
In a good way. I love you, Paul. What
Yeah.
were you talking about, James?
Oh, we're just talking about lagers, like top fermenting, bottom fermenting yeasts.
Oh, okay, cool. Because what were you reviewing earlier?
Like the
it was
Kolsch, alt, and sorry, James, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. I was doing a double IPA from Gamma.
Ah, okay.
Gamma Brewing.
It's called.
They do some nice things.
Yeah. This one was
So-
quite. Actually, I left the can, but it's called Transmodulate. So it's actually like if you think about Alchemist, Heady Topper, Focal Banger. It's one of these more yeasty, kind of grainy type ones.
Zoom in
I'm
there,
not sure.
Thomas.
Oh,
Looks
yes,
great,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Give me a moment.
Now I don't have the can, so I can't show you the can. But
No,
there
but
you go.
that does actually look a lot like Heady and Vocal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man.
not the most. It's not the most hazy of things.
Yeah, but it's hazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and if it was heady, you'd see a lot of particulate floating around in there, like some fucking germs.
Good
Yeah.
point. Good point.
I'm not sure how I feel about the more farmhousey, yeasty kind of New Englands. I don't know. Sometimes they can be done well, but Gamma seem to have drifted. The Gamma ones, when they first came out, used to be quite oaty or wheaty. You used to get a mixture of the two, but then in recent times they've kind of drifted towards a more farmhousey, kind of crackery, woody, yeasty sort of thing. So yeah, I mean it's good, but I'm a bit more of a fan of if a New England IPA, I like an oaty one, I like a wheaty bitey one, and
Yeah.
that's kind of it.
You mean like a rich mouthfeel, or?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I say this in my reviews. For me, there's 6 different things you can think about with a New England. So I'd say they can be like sort of farmhousey and yeasty. They can be rye leaning, grainy, wheaty bitey, oaty creamy, barley malt leaning bready, and then they can also be quite brown sugary and sweet. So these are the 6 things I look for in these beers.
Yeah.
And quite often you'll get a couple of them.
I prefer New England IPAs to be yeasty. To be fair, honestly, I do. I just give it some texture, give it some character, give it some almost a Belgian-y kind of a thing.
No, but let's be honest though, because the biggest difference between like a normal between brackets normal IPA and a New England style, things like water treatment. When do you add the hops to the boil? Is it like early, later, dry hopping? The biggest difference is the yeast. It's the
And
yeast
filtering.
that is driven and filter. Yeah, but it's the biggest. The yeast is one of the biggest driving forces between New England style IPA and you can make almost any kind of IPA hazy, but it doesn't necessarily make it New England style.
True.
No,
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
And there's a big difference there, and that's one of the things that a lot of these newfangled kind of like young breweries are like, okay, we got an IPA, we're gonna make it like bright and hazy, and it's gonna be New England. No, that's not what it fucking is. There's like gazillion, well, not a gazillion, but there's many different types of many different factors. Sorry, that factor into what makes a New England
Yeah,
style.
but the thing is, all those things they're all sort of just like if you think of what a porter and a stout is now, it's not what a porter and a stout were years ago. Like things change over
completely, yeah.
time. You know, and to say what
True.
is in what isn't a New England IPA, it's I mean,
man.
yeah, but all these things change over time, and all these things are they're so fluid. They're so fluid.
So I got a can the other day, and it says British IPA, and they're all like, "This is what the IPA was like in the OG."
It wasn't.
This is like
It just isn't.
I haven't even tried it yet, and there's a good chance that I'm gonna love it, but it is not by a stretch an OG
No.
IPA, as in from what the 1700s, 1600s. For one of the very simple facts is one of the most, again, not even just for New England, one of the most determining factors for flavoring in any kind of beer is the yeast. We simply do not have access to the yeasts that they had in the 16th and the 17th century to create those beers. We will never be able to create an original British 16th century IPA. We just fucking never will. So stop proclaiming that your beer is it tasty? Probably. Can it come close? Maybe. But is it? Not for a fucking long shot. Sorry. I had to do that rant because it fucking pisses me off all the fucking time.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't know how we would ever truly approximate what beer was in, say, 1830, 1820. There's no way, because we don't have access to, we don't have access. The idea of, when we talk about, what porter is, porter originally, wasn't it porter, wasn't it a mix of young and old stout, where you'd have sort of, all these, these... Go ahead.
Back in the day, basically all porters were almost sours.
Right, but I think what they were was the sour old mixed with the new young to take the bite off of it. That's what porter was.
But the same thing goes for so many beer styles, like with brown ales or whatever kind you want. They always had mixed, they had the young fresh stuff where the older wild yeasts were still doing their thing. They were pretty sharp. They were pretty sour. And then they realized we have this stuff in a wooden barrel that was laying around for 18 months. And fuck me, it kind of sort of mellowed down a little bit. Yeah. So what if we mix it up a little bit? Everybody's all like, oh, we got the lambic thing going on. Basically, this is what happened with all beers all the fucking time in the 16th, 17th, 18th century. This is what they did.
Well, I imagine lambic is basically what beer came from, honestly, altogether. Spontaneously fermenting some shit with raspberries,
Dude, when you ever come over, if you ever come over to the Netherlands, or if I'm gonna come over to you guys, I once got a present. This is one of the most amazing books I've ever got, and it's both simplistic as fuck, but genius in the way it describes it. And you're gonna love it, Mike. It is the comic book history of beer. Because basically it's a comic, but it describes the history of beer, and it is, honest to God, to a T, it's correct. The first beers were basically just they added grain to water, and they set it aside for a while. There you go. That's what they did. And that's what happened. It fermented. Wild yeast, sugars, alcohol, everything happened. That's what happened. And that's what beer was. It was more like a porridge than anything. And it happened to have alcohol in it, which was nice.
Yeah. First of all, the environment and the nature has changed during the years. And also, I think the tasting buds of us people may have evolved in the years.
Well,
So
I mean,
how can you compare a stout from now against a stout from 100 years ago?
you can't. You really can't. And honestly, like years ago, I had a solid beer. I don't even know how it's even pronounced. I know it's spelled in English. It's spelled like Groot or Gruit, Gruit.
Kruid.
Gruit.
Kruid.
This is a very
Kruid.
common Gruit. Yeah, this is a
Right.
very common European/Dutch thing.
Yeah.
Right, but
We still
I
make
imagine
them.
honestly.
Before we used hops.
I feel like that's sort of where things started from, as far as like that's a big step toward beer. And there's a couple brewers around here that do them once in a while, and they're awesome. As far as like almost trying something that almost feels, prehistoric's the wrong word, but like you get something that just has this like feels more old. It feels more old.
Yeah.
I mean, it has, and they're beautiful.
I know what you mean.
They're beautiful things.
Yeah.
I think they're great.
Do you know why they started adding Gruit? Gruit is basically a combination. It's like a bouquet de garni. Bouquet de garni. You know what that is in cooking? Bouquet de garni is when you add so you take several herbs and you add a little like butcher's twine to it, and you add it to a stew.
Mm. Yeah, I know what that is.
So
yes.
you can bouquet de garni. Gruit is basically bouquet de garni. They added it to beer because they realized, shit, this stuff, which has alcohol in it, which we like because we get a buzz, it tastes fucking awful. But here we go. You know what we have? Here's something we have. We have all these herbs, and if we add it to it, we can make it taste kind of nice. And here's where something most beautiful happened. And this is experimentation and where people learn things. At some point, somebody stumbled over this little plant, which they called a hop. And they realized when they rubbed it and they smelled it and they tasted it, it was like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of nice. This is kind of tasty. What if we add this instead of the bouquet garni? They did it. And you know what they realized? That horrible kind of brew that they had didn't only started to taste better, it lasted longer.
Yeah.
That's
hops and preservatives.
And that's how they realized adding hops to beer prolongs shelf life.
And
that's what basic. That's how, and it tasted yummy. They realized it doesn't only taste nice; it's a new supplement. So instead of the Gruit, which was basically any kind of herbal blend that they had, they realized adding the hops to it tastes nice, and it stays better, fresher, nicer, longer.
Yeah.
This basically, ladies and gentlemen, is the origin of the IPA. If we add hops to it, it'll last longer, and we can ship it overseas a little bit longer. That's basically the thing of why they started using more hops to the brews that they wanted to ship longer, because they realized adding it. Yeah.
Early on, my understanding of IPA was basically the British were adding so many hops to a beer in order to get it, because the way they used to travel to India was around Cape Horn of Africa, and like they needed the beer to last. And I saw something recently that said that wasn't true. That the beer, even non-IPAs, were making the India perfectly intact.
Yeah, you know what the problem is though, with why I want to read that story. I read that thing as well, and I want to research that, because where did I find it? On the internet. What is the thing with the internet? Here's the thing with the internet. Here's a popular theory. IPAs were brewed to blah 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 the last one. What if you want to generate a lot of revenue to your website? Create a controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but to be fair, for the internet, is I've read books when I was a kid that talk about brontosauruses, and they don't exist. All right, so bullshit has existed forever.
They didn't, but they do now. That's the thing. The thing about brontosaurus is they didn't, but they do now. The first brontosaurus never existed, but now the name is
apatosaur.
Yeah, apatosaur, but now the name does exist because they gave it to another new. But here's the thing. What I'm saying is, if you want a new hip happening website and you want to do with beer, and you realize that beer is the big thing going on and you can make money with adding beer to anything. If you suddenly start saying the origin of IPA is false, everybody's going to click your article and you're going to make money.
True.
And whether or not it's true, people read it and they're going to say, I read it on the internet, so it's true. So this is why I want to research this story. I'm just going to wait a little bit because I know Mike's talking and I hate. Okay, good. I can talk. I hated to suddenly start talking while somebody else has a background thing. I feel like I'm interrupting them. So I want to research this thing about the IPA not being, that not being the origin of the IPA, because it could just be internet bullshit to make money on some sort of fake website so people earn shit.
It's false information.
It's false information to make money off phones.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that.
No, guys,
Fake news.
It's when you start.
News.
It's when you started doing the. It's false information.
I also, by the way, just realized we've been going on for more than 3 hours, and it's past midnight here, and I kind of want to get my beauty sleep because with the new job stuff and everything going on, I am super stoked and psyched. But I also
What a load of shite! You just want to go away and have a wank.
Yeah, Thomas, I really love you, but a beauty sleep isn't going to help you. Sorry, it's too late for that.
Bruce.
Where's Bruce?
Bruce.
You guys want a fun fact?
Woof.
You
Woof.
want guys? No, but
Is
you
it
guys
ice
want a
cream?
fun fact. You guys want a fun fact about this dog?
Ice cream, you scream.
And
This
what
is
I'm
from
going
the
to say
Flowing
right now, what do you think Bruce's last name is? And this is not a joke.
Dickinson.
No, what do you think Bruce's last name is?
Dickinson.
Almighty.
No. It says so on his dog tags and everything. And you should know this because Mike is a huge comic fan. Ladies and gentlemen, meet
Banner.
Bruce
Banner.
Wayne.
Branner.
This
Bruce Wayne.
doggo is called Bruce Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
He's Batman.
I love
my
German
buddy.
Shepherds.
He's beautiful.
How old is he?
man.
He's
I
only
love
like
the
2,
dog.
is he not?
He just turned 2 a couple days ago.
Ah. Yeah.
How many years?
I want a shepherd.
Me too, man.
How many years? 2. Okay, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally just turned 2 a couple days ago.
This doggo is the best, though.
Much love. I really love
my
dogs.
My wife made him this enormous cake, and
Yeah?
he sat there in front of me, my wife, my brother, my sister, and he just destroyed it. It must have been like 7 pounds of cake. He just ate the whole fucking thing.
Do you have videos or something? Can you share those at some point through maybe Messenger?
I don't have video. I think Josh my brother took a video. I'll send it to you.
Oh man, if you got like a
man.
video, I'd love to see that.
Yeah. I bet that dog, you would have to stay away from his arse afterwards, though.
Mike,
Dude. Yeah.
assure me that it wasn't a space cake.
Space cake?
He's not in the Netherlands, man.
Oh, dude. American people don't know what
space cake.
Douglas,
Okay,
space cake.
Explain it, Thomas.
Space cake, dude. Edibles.
Oh yeah, no. No, I think my wife made something with like sweet potato and peanut butter and stuff, like to make a cake out of it.
Yeah, that sounds good for humans too.
No, she made some for like I think Sean's daughter's birthday, and everyone loved it. But it's safe for like it's just low sugar. It's safe for human and dog consumption. It's just, but like everyone loved it. She made it a bite size for a lot of people, but it's safe, entirely safe for dogs to have too. So, but Bruce flips out over it. If my wife has it in her hand, and sometimes you say, "Hey, Bruce, here's his treat. Speak." He'll like, if she has this, he'll like freak out and like high pitched shriek. It's out of control. It's out of control.
Yeah.
He loves it.
My dad
Nice, man.
one of my dad's friends when he was in the police was the dog handler. His name was Bill, and Bill had a German Shepherd called Prince. And Prince's word to go into police dog mode was bastards.
Bastards.
So yeah, but the thing was, when they used to take him out, they thought it was brilliant because they used to take Prince out in the van and drive around, and of course you had all the drunk people, "Hey, Polish bastards!" And the dog thought, "Right, that's me," in the back of the van, bouncing off the walls, barking its arse off and stuff. So it was good. But there was a good story about Prince one day, because after my dad's friend, after Bill retired, the dog retired with him. And one day he's walking along the road in Falkirk, and this guy is trying to break into a factory. And Bill's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, fuck off, old man," and stuff like this. And then Bill just goes like, "Well, I'm a retired police officer, and I'll give you 2 guesses what the dog's job was." So fuck off. And then the dog, he just says, "Right, Prince, bastard, get him." And then he just went up, got him, and like had the guy's arm and everything. And then apparently the guy, he hit the dog in the head. The dog let him go. He somehow got away from the dog. But the guy went into the police office and reported that some guy had set his dog on him. And this guy was just taken and put in the cells, and then they phoned Bill up. "Yeah, what did this guy do?" And he just explained. It was brilliant.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's a great
god!
story.
So
It's a
I
great story.
love German. Yeah. So when I was young, I used to play with the German Shepherds quite a lot. But apparently Prince, one day, when I was like, 3 or 4 or something like this, I just went in Bill's house and the dog barked at me. So I hit it with my teddy bear, and then it was scared of me. So I just went boof right over the head with this thing when it
So
barked
this
at
is
me.
this is just basically a testimony to how brutal Scottish people are. There's a police dog coming at you, and you hit it with a teddy bear, and the police dog gets scared of you. That's how brutal Scottish people are. Just so you know.
But I think the dog was just confused. Why is he not scared of me?
Guys, I'm gonna go end the live stream because it's been over 3 hours. Like I told you, it's past midnight here.
And you're getting the build. You're getting the build up.
Yeah, no, I'm really.
Yeah,
literally
you
getting
said
this
yes
build up.
there. Yeah, you said yes.
I say yeah, no. I say yeah, no.
No, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is the truth. We know that.
No.
Nice live stream, you guys.
Thank you guys for hanging out, and it was fun. We went all over the place in 3.5 hours, which is basically what always happens on YouTube. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for joining. Thanks for all the great compliments and all the great comments and all the great shenanigans in the chat. And see all you guys in another live stream at some point. Have a great weekend. And
Cheers to you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.